for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to three, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Banzi Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Banzi Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car home, your next big adventure, or start a new business. Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
For more than 100 years, John Deere Credit has been helping producers acquire the machinery they need when they need it. Stop by any of the 9 Grossenberg implement locations and ask about the 2-year waiver on purchases of used John Deere model year 2022 and 2023 combines and heads. Minimum payment required. All rates subject to approved credit and 30% down payment or qualified trade required. Minimum payment required on 2-year waiver and following 3-year rate is based on John Deere rates. Any rates are good through 10/31/24 or change at any time. See store for exact rates, requirements, and terms.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Right, he's a junior. At running back, number 22, Peyton Sandel. Flanker, number 11, Caden Wanzik. Another flanker, Lane Paulson. Split end, Owen Monager. Tight end, Kason Tibbetts. Right tackle, Aiden Slanukas. Clarence Weinizer at left tackle. Lucas Ginsberg at right guard. Sylvan Kent is playing your left guard position. And at center is number 60, Paul Klein, a senior. Those are your offensive starters for the Douglas Patriots. So we get into the national anthem time here, my friend.
Well, go ahead and run them down real quick, and then we'll play the national anthem.
Okay, Sturgis. Offensive players, starting quarterback number 16, Carter Williams. At running back, Sully Jost. Jesse Lane at wide receiver. Jaden Blair at wide receiver. Tegan Wormstadt at wide receiver. Tight end, Dalen DeShock. Here's your line: Noah Schaefers, Connor Schmidt, Miles Voigt, Gunnar Sarkella, and George Hamer.
All right, very good. To the public address announcer we go, Scott Jensen, with the playing of tonight's national anthem.
Scott Jensen, active duty military, not in uniform, may also salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Thank you, Sturgis Pep Band.
And thank you, public address announcer Scott Jensen, as the Sturgis Scooper High School Band provided the playing of our national anthem.
Yeah, they sounded good, too.
They did a beautiful job. Thank you,
I like the pace of it. It was a little quicker than a lot of national anthems that you usually hear.
Well, the band does a great job. That's why we thought we'd bring it to you on this opening night of football at Woodall Field here this evening. It's a busy night of football, gentlemen. Some of the games going on tonight. The Rushmore Bowl is in Rapid City. We didn't get invited this year, but Spearfish did, and they're going to be playing tonight. All eyes are going to be on the Spartans after they knocked off the mighty T-Area Titans last week. Spearfish tonight at approximately 8 o'clock will be taking on Rapid City Central. That's going to be a late game tonight down in Rapid City. Already underway, though, is Rapid City Stevens and Brandon Valley, and you've got a scoring update on that one.
Yeah, taking a look at that one. Brandon Valley 41, Stevens nothing. That's start of the fourth quarter. You mentioned T-Area. Yeah. I think they're a little angry about last week's loss.
So.
They are shutting out Aberdeen Central in the first half, 25-0.
Other games have Rapid City Christian. They're taking on Sioux Falls Christian. That is in Rapid City tonight. Belfouche gets West Central. Dupree plays Hill City. The Custer Wildcats are out at Lennox tonight. Timberlake's playing North Central. New Underwood plays Harding County Bison. Those ranchers are always tough. The Phillip Scotties are down in Bennett County tonight. Also in games tonight, it is Brookings taking on Mitchell. We'll keep you updated on that game, as well as Watertown and Yankton and Pierre and Huron. Those are all AA games. Wall is at Kadoka tonight, and Wagner has Hot Springs at 6 o'clock our time is when they'll be kicking that game off. That was out at Wagner, so the Hot Springs Bison on the road playing a tough team tonight. And again, the late game tonight, Spearfish and Rapid City Central. You might be able to catch a lot of that game after this one is over. They'll be the second half of the Rushmore Bowl down at O'Hara Stadium tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned Wagner. I still have a little PTSD from going to Wagner in high school. We played them my junior year. First round of the playoffs. Oh, yeah, it was a hard-hitting game, and I still remember that game. I still have a couple scars, I think, from that game. Mentally.
All right. Final thoughts before kickoff tonight, Coach, for the Scoopers.
Here's the deal. Sturgis has to come out. They have to be aggressive. Douglas is going to run a spread offense. They're going to get the defense spread out, and they run it up the middle. Those linebackers have to be the running back in the hole, not 2 yards deep like they did last week. If they do that, make adjustments, go man coverage, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree, Coach. With last week against Brookings, their running back only had about 50 yards rushing, but every time he touched the ball, it was 4 or 5 yards, and a cloud of turf behind him because our line was getting blown off and our linebackers had to make the stop. So the line, I think, we have a really big line with not a lot of experience. Aaron Morovitz, he's a stud. Some of these guys got a taste of varsity football last week, and they're going to have to come to play tonight.
All right, the coin toss and the opening kick are on the way. We're taking our last time out of the pregame, and when we come back, it's time for Sturgis Scooper Football. You're listening to Scooper Football here on the Big 81 KBHB.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle.
Out here,
Toss is commencing here in center field at the 50-yard line, and the Scoopers won the toss last week against the Brookings Bobcats. They did elect to receive in the second half.
Yeah, we're 1-0 on the coin toss,
so
man.
We are 1-0 on the coin toss.
Not that matters, but kind of fun.
All right, so it looks like
we won again.
Sturgis has won the coin toss.
2-0.
Coach Koletsky is going to
baby.
And
defer.
they're going Belichick on us, too. They're already deferring. By the way, there's another game being played tonight, gentlemen, as you know.
Absolutely.
The Green Bay Packers, the Philadelphia Eagles in Brazil. Dalen Hurts, Jordy Love. Reminds me of a song from 1974, Love Hurts.
That's true. I saw them up at Deadwood Mountain Grand. And
Nazareth. Oh.
It's a great show. The lead singer, though, he must have been in his, 80s because he had to take a hit of oxygen between songs, but he sounded good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So Packers-Eagles, we'll keep you updated on the score. You'll do it, Coach?
As you guys all know, I am a Green Bay Packer owner. I have one share.
Yep.
If I have to, I will call the coach at some point during our game and just say, you got to do something here, Coach.
They got a hotline for you owners to give them a call.
Now, you can't use the KBHB line because it's Brazil. That's long international distance.
Gotcha.
That would get us in trouble. That would cover our whole paycheck for a year.
Gary might get a scathing email from Dean.
I just might. So the Scoopers are going to kick off, gentlemen. The Douglas Patriots are going to get it first. How do you like Douglas's new helmets? They're white.
They're white.
Used to be blue.
It's a long time since I've seen that.
Yeah.
They almost look like the old SMU helmets.
They do. Back in the day before they got busted by the NCAA for recruiting violations.
That's right.
Yeah, back deep for Douglas is Alejandro Sabalier and Kaysen Tibbetts.
Kickoff will be from the 40-yard line. That is standard in high school football. Scoopers are going to go right to left. Douglas will go left to right on your radio dial here tonight. Scoopers are in white jerseys. Scoopers are in black jerseys. Douglas in white. Here's the kick. We're underway. It's the home opener.
Kaysen Tibbetts with the return.
Returnable past the 20, 25, 30 at full speed. And he gets tripped up at about the 34, maybe 35-yard line. That's where the Patriots will start their first drive, gentlemen.
That last week, I think Brookings set the tone with their return on that first kickoff. They just about returned it for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight looks like special teams is playing with a little more intensity.
Yeah, and gentlemen, let's see what kind of defense Sturgis puts out there. Last week they ran a lot of cover 2 zone, and Brookings took advantage of it by running on the cover 2, which is what teams do when you have 2 safeties.
Ball at the 34. That's where the Douglas Patriots will start.
Quarterback Connor Wright for the Douglas Patriots.
And out of the shotgun, puts a man in motion. That's number 5, Tibbetts. Right hands this one off right up the heart of the Scooper defense. Not much there. Maybe a hard-earned yard. Good stop by the Scoopers.
Yeah, Peyton Sandel, as Coach said, had a good game last week against Mitchell. Gains a yard.
So
and I like the linebacker play, gentlemen. They are crossing the line of scrimmage and plugging up those holes.
You were right. They were right off the ball on that one as soon as they handed it off. So let's see if the Scoopers can do it again. We'll see what Douglas does here on second down and a long 9 in a line of 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Right out of the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Stands at the 30-yard line. Long snap count here. Puts a man in motion, takes it.
Kettleson showing
and
blitz.
That one's
tipped.
blocked up in the air and almost picked off. And they're going to call that should be an incomplete pass. Yep, Scoopers were playing it like it was a live ball or a fumble, but it was a tipped pass, so once it hits the turf, it is a dead play.
Yeah, you wait for that whistle. If you don't hear a whistle, boy,
you keep going. Sure.
Yeah, ball tipped by Robert Sperling, who, if you remember, Gary, last week got hurt in the first half. They had to help him off the field. Didn't look like that ankle injury or knee injury he had last week affected him at all.
You look pretty healthy. And good point, Terry. When you coach a football team, you tell them you assume that's a fumble until the referee tells you otherwise.
Good point. Yep. All right, Wright will come out of shotgun formation again. He's going to line up a wide receiver far to his left here, 2 to his right. Now 2 wide receivers to the left. Watch Tibbetts there.
And we're going to have a whistle, and they're going to stop this one. See what the call is. Oh, a delay of game on Douglas, and that's one of those situations where you don't have the play clock right handy for you that's kept on the field by the officials.
You know, I like the defense Sturgis is playing right now. They've gone man coverage, throw a safety deep, but they're not going the two coverage, which is what Brookings fed on last week.
Exploited it for sure.
They really did.
Ball at the 30, so that's going to push the Patriots back. So now you've got a 3rd down and 14. On her right will come out of the shotgun, stand at the 25-yard line. 3 wide receiver set, waiting for the snap. Puts a man in motion. That's Moninger. Right, drops back. He's going to get chased out of the pocket, and down he goes. A sack at the 24-yard line.
Gunnar Sarkella, defensive end, comes in to get the sack.
And I'll tell you the other thing, those defensive backs played that perfectly. Quarterback had no one to throw it to. That gives the defensive line a time for a sack. Nice play, gentlemen.
4th down and a mile, so Douglas will punt. Scoopers are going to send 2 back to return the kick here.
Loss of 6 on that play.
Standing at about their own 35-yard line. Oh, it's a terrible snap. Douglas punter picks it up, and he kicks it on the run. It's going to be short. Oh, it's going to take a Douglas bounce, though. And about where the Scoopers were standing initially. So, boy, Douglas dodges a bullet there on special teams.
They sure did. Carson Hicks, the punter for Douglas, running for his life in the backfield, but presence of mind to get off a decent punt.
And you know, last week, Sturgis lost a fumble on a punt where it hit the player in the back. This time, if you watched all the Sturgis players, as soon as they saw it was short, they ran for the sidelines. I'm getting away from this
thing. I guarantee you the coaches showed them that film. It was probably on a loop during practice and showed, this is what you do not do, young men.
The mantra was being said.
Carter Williams gets his first start here at the home opener for their home opening game here. Carter Williams started last week on the road at Brookings. Waiting for the snap, and he's got one lone setback, hands this one off, and slung down after a short gain. That is Sully Jost, number 22. Now, Sully was playing a little banged up last week, guys, so we're hoping he's a little bit better this week.
And number 22 tackles number 22.
Absolutely, 22 on 22.
Yeah, the word was last week he wouldn't play just for a foot or an ankle injury, but they said he was okay, but you could tell he wasn't his normal self last week.
So 2nd down and a long 9. Waiting for the snap, Williams takes it. Hands this one off again. Jost gets the carry right through that
big hole,
Douglas
big
line.
hole.
And boy, it takes 2 or 3 Douglas Patriots to bring him down.
That's the Sully Jost we know.
That's the Mack truck, and he got a first down on it with an 11-yard gain.
And I'll tell you what, there were 3 Patriots had him stopped. He just kept moving those legs, moving those legs. He got an extra 3-4 yards.
Just kept going. That's what you need to do. So 1st and 10 for the Scoops.
Yeah, Sully Jost has that speed-power combo that Coach Koleski loves.
Spotted at the 47-yard line. Williams out of the gun. Jost in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Williams quick throw, right side. That's caught. And out past midfield, about to the 49. It's like they're going to spot that down at the 50-yard line, though.
That ball caught by number 6, Tegan Wormstadt.
And I like the call, gentlemen. You're getting Carter Williams a chance to throw some short passes, build up a little confidence after he got shellacked last week.
And he completed that one easily on the short toss to the right side of the field.
You're right. You let a quarterback get into a rhythm and get some confidence, complete some passes. And we have some weapons with Jaden Blair, Tegan Wormstadt, Jake Krog. He's got guys to throw to.
3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Williams waiting for the snap. And he threw that one before his receiver, Litzen, was ready. The junior, wearing number 11 for the Scoops, had just come into the game. And it was behind him, but I think maybe there was some miscommunication there.
And I tell you what, he had it set up nicely. The Douglas defensive backs were a good 10, 15 yards off of the receiver, and he threw it behind him.
Had he caught that, that probably would have been a big gainer for the Scoops. So 3rd down and 7. By the way, you can hear our call and watch tonight's game on Live Ticket TV. Glad to be partnering with them. So you can watch and hear it tonight, and you can plug that into your big screen TV if you'd like. And you can't see our faces, which is good, but
thank goodness.
Yeah. Quick throw. He's got a man possession, but it's just overthrown. Intended for Dalen DeShock. Oh.
The receiver had good 2-3 steps on the defensive back. If he catches it, ain't no one going to catch it.
DeShock's gone, yep, but it was just a little overthrown. So it's 4th down and 7 for the Scoops.
You know, part of that, too, I'm sure Carter Williams is keyed up, you know, playing here in front of a home crowd for the first time as the starting quarterback and put a little too much juice on that throw to DeShock.
So the Scoopers are going to punt it away. Here is the punt. And kind of a wobbly kick, and it's going to go out of bounds at about, they're still marking it, about the 29 or 30-yard line. So the Douglas Patriots will have a 1st and 10. It'll be their 2nd possession of the game. So both teams' guys have had the ball. Sturgis, couple of plays there that could have went long distances had they worked out.
Yeah, watch, they're going to come back to some of that passing. You just got to get Carter Williams settled down, get in the groove, start making the passes.
Yep, just get in a rhythm, move the ball. Last week there was no rhythm whatsoever, so decent first series, and we'll see where it goes from here.
1st and 10 for the Patriots. Wright takes a snap, handoff, and that run right up the middle. A gain of a couple, maybe.
Payton Sandel with the carry again for Douglas.
And you know, Douglas is doing the exact same thing they did last week at Mitchell. They're spreading the field. There were 4 wideouts, and then trying to run it up the middle once they get the defense spread.
Ball at the 36-yard line. So we'll give them a gain of, well, call it 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 coming up.
That'd be the Scoopers. We have a good defensive line, 239, 265, 225. That means some big kids, 215, so not getting pushed around tonight.
Wright out of the gun, takes a snap, hands this one off in the backfield.
Big
Huge hole, 45, 50, and plunging ahead to the Sturgis Scooper 45-yard line. That is a great run by number 22, Alejandro Sobalir. Take that, Sandel, number 22, Payton Sandel.
Number 81, Tegan Carter, he did what he was supposed to do at the outside linebacker. He turned it inside, but didn't have any support on the inside.
A 19-yard gain for Sandel. Yeah, big hole on that right side, and Scoopers need to pursue a little bit better defensively.
Spot him at the 46-yard line. Wright will come out of the shotgun formation once again. Connor Wright in his junior year at Douglas. Awaiting the snap, takes it, and a pitch into the backfield. Caught, and that's out to the 45. Not much there. Sandel's going to get maybe a yard on the carry.
That good to see big defensive tackle Aaron Moravitz make that tackle.
There were a good 4 black jerseys around that running back. He had no place to go.
There sure was.
Payton Sandel, 4 carries, 24 yards for the Patriots.
Ball at the 45-yard line. 2nd down and a long 9 to go for the Patriots, but they are in Sturgis Scooper territory. Wright stands at the 50-yard line. Scoopers show blitz. See if they bring it. Here they come. Pressure's coming. Wright throws it, and he's got a man, and it's dropped at the 39-yard line. It would have been short of the 1st down had he caught it. Pass was intended for Wanzek, the senior, number 11.
3rd down and 9.
And it'll be a big 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Patriots.
A lot of cushion on that corner for the Scoopers. Jackson Kano, and kind of a dangerous pass. A long pass to the sideline. Kano, maybe not as much cushion. Could have been a pick 6.
Yeah, that's right, exactly right, Terry. He was good 4 or 5 yards off the receiver. If he plays him a little tighter, he could get a pick 6.
Yeah, Jackson has speed.
6:19 to play, 1st quarter. No score yet. Again, here comes the blitz by the Scoopers. They get to Wright, but he throws it a screen and dropped by his receiver, Kaysen Tibbetts. And that was almost a backwards pass, which would have made it a live ball, but it did go forward, not by much. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Douglas, so this drive stalls in Sturgis Scooper territory. And it looks like they will set up for the punt. Scoopers will send one back to return the kick. And I believe that is Blair, Jaden Blair, number 13. So the Scoopers almost had a blocked punt on the last one. This time they get it off. And it takes a scooper bounce forward, and it will get down just past the shadow of the 20-yard line here, it looks like. So the Scoopers will take over 1st and 10. No score here in this one. 6:08 to play here in the opening quarter.
I like a lot more aggressive on the Sturgis Scoopers tonight, guys. They look like a football team.
Yep. Carter Williams will come out of shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Waiting for the snap. Takes it, hands this one off right up the middle, and a huge gaping hole out to the 35, 40, 45, still going, crossing midfield into Douglas territory. Wow, what a run. I think that Sully Jost.
It was.
That's Sully Jost.
That's that speed power combo we were talking about a little bit earlier. Big run for Jost, 33-yard gain.
I like the call.
Me too.
Douglas had about 11 guys in the box waiting for it to come up the middle, and he went right off the right tackle.
And he shook off I don't know how many Douglas Patriots to get those extra yards. So 1st and 10 Sturgis, they are inside Douglas Patriot territory at the 47-yard line. Williams awaits the snap. Takes it again. Jost gets the carry, bounces off one tackle,
He's got
rolls
room.
to the right, crosses the 35, the 30. Ball comes out, but not until after he was down. And the Scoopers move the chains again, and they're going to spot it at the 25-yard line, and another big carry for Sully Jost.
22 yards on that carry for Jost.
How'd you like the blocking downfield, gentlemen? Casey
Wonderful.
Tibbetts was leading the way, knocking down people. Nice job.
4 carries for Jost, 69 yards on 4 carries.
Terry, you got to say it like they do in the old country. By gosh, that's Yost out there, you know.
That's right.
It's like jogging. It's not a
That's
silent J.
Well, it is in the booth tonight, I guess. Williams out of the gun. And this one is a keeper by Williams. Yep, and it's right up the middle. And they fake Douglas. Douglas thought for sure that was going to Sully. And Williams kept it, and he's going to pick up a good chunk of yards.
Yeah, 6-yard gain for Carter Williams. You're right, a little misdirection there. They're going for Jost on the outside. I'd be a little careful letting Carter Williams do that. Douglas and a lot of teams coming to hit. You know, they want to hit a quarterback, so I'd be careful.
2nd down and 4 for the Scoops. Williams takes the snap. Quick drop, throws this one
Great
left
throw.
side.
Touchdown!
Touchdown in the left corner. That is Wormstead for 6.
19-yard touchdown pass to Tegan Wormstead.
Beautiful play by the Scoopers.
And you know, they Connor Wright and Tegan Wormstead, Connor Wright for the Patriots, they were all by themselves over in the corner. That's what you want, one-on-one coverage, and that's what they got. Touchdown.
Excellent play.
Wormstead roll alone there in the left corner of the end zone. 6-0 lead. Sully Jost is going to try the extra point. And that kick is, I think he missed it. Nope, he just got it in, the left upright. So a touchdown for the Sturgis Scoopers. It gives them a 7-0 lead over the Douglas Patriots. We're back for the kick for the Douglas Patriots in 30.
To keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
Keegan Wormstead with the catch in the end zone to get the 6 points on the board. Sully Jost adds the extra point. Here is the kick. Oh, it's a little squib kick. Oh, and it goes off a Douglas Patriot. That's a live football. And the Douglas Patriots will drop on it at the 27-yard line. That's what you hope happens with the squib kick.
That's what the strategy is. You kick it on the ground and see if they miss it.
Coach K and the special teams, they've done that over the past few years. We've seen them surprise teams with squib kicks, and not sure the Scoops have recovered many of them, but kind of keeps the return team on their toes for sure.
Gentlemen, early in the first quarter, Packers 0, Eagles 0.
Just underway. They're playing that in Brazil.
In Brazil.
Brazil tonight. Not as fun to say as Nicaragua, but
no.
It's still kind of fun.
But it is noticeable that the Brazilian colors are the same as the Packers.
That's
colors.
correct.
Just
That's
point
correct.
That out.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
Douglas.
Right, takes this and play action, and they'll throw this one up the middle. That is caught past the 35 to about the 36, 37-yard line.
Caught by number 5 for the Douglas Patriots, Kason Tibbetts.
Nice play by Connor Wright. He gets the ball into the stomach of the running back, looks, sees what the defense does, and then pulls it out and throws the pass. That's a nice quarterback play.
Tell you what, he had that fried chicken all the way in the basket before he pulled that back out.
He almost had to fight the running back to get that ball
He
back.
almost did.
Quit talking about food. My stomach is growling.
Right. Out of the shotgun formation here for the Patriots. Awaiting the snap. Takes it and hands this one off. A little delayed handoff, but out past the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 30, and out to the 25-yard line. Big run. That's number 44, Carson Hicks, the junior for the Douglas Patriots. Wow. Pretty good run.
He was moving them legs.
Yes, he was.
Well, they're going to spot him at the 27-yard line.
Like,
Second first down for the Douglas Patriots.
And by far one of their biggest runs of the evening so far.
We talked about the Sturgis line. Patriots have a big line, too.
Mm-hmm.
These are not little boys out there.
It's a 46-yard gain for the Patriots. Scooper defense, not a routine play, but shouldn't have got 46 yards on that carry.
And again, that's a quick pitch out in the left corner into the hands of Tibbetts. That was actually a handoff into the hands of Hicks. Hicks then zips it back to the quarterback Wright, and then Wright pitches it out to Tibbetts, and Tibbetts gets a short gain. See where they spot him here. Well,
think about the 19.
It's better than I thought. Yep, back to out to the 19, so second down and about 3 or 4.
8-yard gain on that play. Was that Tibbetts?
That was Tibbetts, yep.
That was Tibbetts. That was a nice option play.
It was.
And the defense, they had trouble figuring out who they were supposed to cover on that, and I think that's why they got 6 yards.
3:07 and counting to go here in the first quarter. And again, quick handoff that's Hicks once again, and Hicks hits the Scooper defensive line and goes down. I think he's going to be short. Yeah, he's going to be about a yard short. It was spotted at about the 18-yard line.
Last week against Mitchell was the Hicks and Sandals show.
Yep.
That's about what Douglas did. They didn't throw the ball a lot. They just ran up the middle with Hicks and Sandals.
Referees are going to... It should be third. Now they flip the board over. It is third down. Third and short. Call it third down and about 1.5. They got 2 on the scoreboard. But very manageable. Hicks is in the backfield. And the quarterback, Wright, is going to try to get it. Wright trying to work his way, and he's awfully close, guys. I don't know. This is going to depend on the spot.
I think he got that last second lean.
It's like about at the 16, so should be a first down.
Yep, he should have enough. Yep, they are calling it a first down. They'll move the chains. Well, no, they haven't yet, guys. They got 4th up there. I don't think he got there. I think it's going to be 4th in inches.
Yeah, it's about a yard short.
Yep, he's about at least a half a yard, yep.
We'll see if Douglas has a kicker.
Yeah, you're right, Terry. They got to get to, the 15? It's about a yard, isn't it? It's about a full yard. Yep.
Sturgis High School would like to thank Blackhill
I don't know if I'm the Patriots here, I'd go for it. I mean, you're talking fourth and get the old Eagles tush push out there and see if you can put right up against center and see if you can push them forward. They're going to measure this.
Yeah, Douglas head coach Alex Ferdinand is going to talk it over with his boys and come up with something. You know, I thought this series for Douglas has been pretty good. Good misdirection, kind of fooling the Scooper defense. And I'm sure the defensive coordinators for the Scoops going to tell their players, stay home. Don't get fooled by that misdirection.
And the other thing is you got to do your job. All the quarterback is doing is reading what the defense is doing. If they crash down on the running back, pulls the ball out and throws it. If they don't, he gives it to the running back, and they run down the field.
It is short, 4th and short. They just measured. It's less than a yard, but it's a pretty good distance when you're talking about football and what you need to get to the line to gain here. So it's going to be very short. I'm almost certain you go for it here, guys.
We need some noise.
Oh, and they're coming out of the shotgun.
I was just going to say, I'm not sure why you would do this on 4th and short, but now he goes up to center. And he's just going to try. He got stuffed at the line. Yeah, I don't think he got it.
That was number 34 for the Scoopers. That was Calvin Kettleson.
So what they did is they put their two inside linemen on what we call a pinch, and they pinched it off.
They sure did.
Boy, they're going to mark it at the 16.
I think they might measure it here, though.
No gain on that play.
Yeah, they're not even going to measure it. They're going to say Scooper football.
Yeah, Calvin Kettleson is a havoc-wreaking linebacker for the Scoopers. He makes stuff happen inside, and he's celebrating down on the bench, looking up at the crowd. I love it. Love the passion. That's what you need from your football team. You need guys with passion and intensity.
Huge stop on 4th and inches as the Scoopers will take over on downs. They'll take over at their own, we'll call it 16 and a half, 17-yard line.
You know, when the game is 7-0, you got 1:16 left in the first quarter. That is a huge stop.
That is a huge stop, yep. So a minute and some change left to play here in the opening quarter. A 7-0 lead for the Scoops. Williams takes the snap, and he's going to keep this one, roll to his right. He's got a little bit of daylight there, and it closes up as he picks up about 9 yards. Spot him just past the 25. He's awfully close to the sticks here. Let's see.
Got him a little short. To the about the 26-yard line. About a yard short.
If this was the NFL gentleman on a second and about 6 inches, you throw it deep.
Yep.
But this isn't the NFL.
Of course not. Williams will come out of the shotgun here. Sully Jost to his left. 2 wide receivers to his left.
Ooh.
And we're going to have a call. Going to stop play here. Let's see what the call is, referee.
I think we have a false start.
Yes, sir. And they changed the rules a little bit in the NFL, and the Baltimore Ravens got punished for it I don't know how many times last night.
You know, I think the NFL trying to make a statement in last night's game, it was kind of ridiculous. A couple of series with penalty after penalty.
I'm going to disagree with you for just a little bit because it was number 79 for the Ravens, and they told him twice, and he was still doing it. He was still lining up illegally.
Yeah.
He didn't listen. So I disagree with you. It was their own fault.
In high school, once you put your hand in the dirt, you can't move.
Yes. They're going to run this one right side. Sully Jones has got some running room. Cross the 35 to about the 40. And that's going to be a first down run for Sully. Mark him at the 38-yard line.
No, that's about the third or fourth time they run Yost on the right side of the Scooper line. I think they see something over there.
Yeah, 16 yards on that run for Sully. Yeah, Jost.
It's coming back, guys.
Yeah, looks like we got a dirty laundry out there, the yellow hankies.
Jessica Davis, please report to the press box. Jessica Davis.
Must have been
I'm going to say a hold. Yep.
Those will kill drives.
They will get
so
you every
easily.
time.
Big gain, and now it's all coming back.
Yeah. Comes with 14 seconds left in the first quarter. So that's going to push them all the way back to the 20 let's see, 22. The clock starts, so they may not get this playoff before the end of the first quarter.
And they won't.
Well, the officials are saying to stop the clock.
Now, they called it as a spot foul.
Yeah. So they did, so they will let this play get off before the end of the first quarter. It'll be second down. And about 7. Williams takes the snap, again gives to Jost. Jost again working that right side, but, well, he shook a tackle. I was going to say the Patriots were ready, but he was able to get away from that tackle. And he'll go out of bounds, and that's the end of 1. First quarter in the books here at Woodall Field. The Sturgis Scoopers 7 and the Douglas Patriots 0. Second quarter is on the way in 60.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
All right, we're starting the second quarter here at Woodall Field, and a 7-0 lead for the Sturgis Scoopers. They will face a first down and 10.
Sully Jost with a great first quarter for the Scoops. 5 carries, 74 yards. That's the Sully that the Scoopers needed last week at Brookings.
You know, now that he's healthy, I think I can see Sturgis playing a lot better the rest of the season.
As long Kason Tibbetts got in the backfield, got his hands on Sully as he made that catch. Sully couldn't get loose.
Yeah, I think this time Douglas was ready for the exact same play they called before.
Yeah, loss on that play of 4.
And that'll bring up third down and 14 for the Scoops.
This is not where you want to be if you're the Scoops.
See if they try to air it out here. Or maybe give it to Joe, see if Joe could make something happen here on third and long. Williams is going to roll to his right.
Good protection.
Throws, has a man there, but it's underthrown. Good coverage out there, though, by Douglas's Vandergrift.
Yeah, really, throwing into double or triple coverage is never a good idea, and that kind of a dangerous pass by Carter Williams.
Pass was intended for Jesse Lane. He wears number 5 for the Scoops.
Well, you know, the problem, too, is you're rolling to your right. You can't plant your feet and put anything on that football, and that's what happened here. It was a good 2 yards short of the receiver.
Scoopers will bring out the punting unit. Douglas has one back to return it. That is number 5, Tibbetts. And he's got some speed.
Good punt.
They'll kick it over
Good
his head.
Punt.
Yep.
Oh, great
boy,
punt.
and it takes a Scooper bounce to boot.
Rolling.
Yes, all the way to the 20. Good kick.
Jackson Kano there on special teams for the Scoopers.
So the Scoopers will give it back to the Douglas Patriots. They lead 7-0.
57-yard punt there for the Scoops.
Yeah, good punt.
Reminder to stop by, get your Gold Glow t-shirt and your Gold
Put
Glow
Douglas at the
socks,
21-yard line.
Purchase the popcorn Gold
Pierre
Glow
leads Huron 6-0 in the second.
Close game there.
Brookings leads Mitchell 7-0 in the first. Watertown shutting out Yankton, who had a big game last week. Watertown 12, Yankton 0. That game also in the second quarter.
Football night here in South Dakota.
Love it.
Border to border here in the state. Some great games going on here tonight. The shadows are getting longer here at Woodle Field now as the sun sets to the west. And that's a quick handoff right up the Scooper line. And a short gain.
Yeah, Carson Hicks again with the carry. As Peter Frampton once said, shadows grow so long before my eyes.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
He didn't say it to me.
No, he didn't say it to you, but
gain of 0 on that play for Hicks.
I thought he got a little bit.
Every day.
Every day.
every day. Here we go.
2nd and 10. You're right. You didn't get anything off that. Not even a short gain.
Bunch of old guys talking about 70s
Old
music
songs,
up here.
yes. Quick 2-step drop for Wright. Oh, and he threw that one out of the even the area zip code of Tibbetts. Tibbetts didn't even have a chance at it.
Yeah,
Tibbetts' intended receiver.
Connor Wright just 1 for 5 passing for 9 yards.
And that's kind of what he did last week against Mitchell. He likes to float the ball or throw it short, and that's kind of what he did on that pass. He's not a bad quarterback at all, but he has a tendency to float the ball or throw it short.
So big 3rd down and 10 coming up now for the Patriots.
Douglas with 2 first downs so far.
Waiting for the snap. Quick throw, and he got it out there, and a wide open wide receiver, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Oh, terrible
got away,
tackling.
and Tippett is on the run, and Tippett's finally brought down, but not until he gets to the Sturgis Scooper 38-yard line.
Yeah, some terrible tackling by the Scoops. A couple of players from the Sturgis team ran into each other trying to make that tackle, and Tippett's got about another 8 or 10 yards.
Boy, right now, Coach Koleski is out on the field.
On fire. He's out on the field.
Well, part of the problem was the linebacker was supposed to get that running back out of the backfield. That's where he came from, and there was no linebacker there.
And a timeout is called, and
Coach K
I
is
imagine
hot.
Coach Koleski wanted this timeout because Scoopers had the Patriots on 3rd and long, guys, and
on that note,
how about Tibbetts? Tibbetts was wide open. He got away.
There was no linebacker.
There was nobody there.
Picked him up.
Yep.
With that, gentlemen, I think I'll go down to the sidelines and see if I can find out what Coach Koleski is saying. Hopefully, we can put it on the air.
That could
Let's
be.
get the delay bleeping button ready.
Yeah, we might have to get the delayed bleeping button ready on that one. Coach Koleski will talk things over here with his team on this quick timeout. We are in the 2nd quarter here. There is 10 minutes remaining. And Douglas turns a 3rd and 10 into a 1st down and 10 in Scooper territory.
And that's his microphone?
This one, number 3. Yep.
Roger that. Okay.
Yep. We'll turn it up when he goes live. That way,
I
Casey
turned down
turns
his
it on.
headset mic just so I didn't drop it.
Yep.
Big play by the Patriots.
Sure was. Wright will hand this one off, and this one goes into the hands of Hicks. Hicks will try to work his way forward, pushed back by that Scooper defense. They'll mark his forward progress about the 37, it looks like.
George Hamer and Calvin Kettleson on the tackle. Kettleson is having one heck of a game at his linebacker slot.
Ball is at the 37-yard line. Just 2nd down and 8.
1 yard gain on that play.
Some great student-made signs here in the stands tonight. It's great to see the kids get involved.
Yeah, go gold night here at Woodle Field for childhood cancer.
Wright waiting for the snap, and that's a long delayed play. He keeps it on the keeper, and it didn't fool Sturgis at all. In fact, Wright is going to barely get back to the 35.
Cade Wilnerd with the tackle on the outside for the Scoops.
Great job by the Scoopers sniffing that one out, but that play took a long time to get going. They were trying to fake the handoff to Hicks and didn't fool the Scoopers at all. So now you've got a 3rd down and 7 coming up.
You know, Douglas with 3 first downs, but they've had a couple of really big plays. A 46-yard gain by Hicks, and Hicks with a 41-yard pass completion play.
High snap, Wright gets it down to Hicks. Hicks right up the gut. Flag is down on the far side of the field. That usually is in the area of holding. So we'll check it. This is far away from the interior. Oh, sideline warning on somebody. I think it was that Sturgis? I think that was a sideline warning on Sturgis.
Well, looks like it's over by the Douglas sideline.
Okay, so it was sideline warning on Douglas.
See the referee talking to one of the coaches over there.
Yep. So you can't get out on the field if you're over there on the sideline. You got to be back to give the officials room to run up and down those sidelines.
That's why we keep Coach Habel's sideline mic a little low because.
Well, yeah, we just don't turn it on until he gives us the signal that he's ready to go.
Fourth down and 4.
Yep. So it looks
Douglas
like
going for it.
Yeah, I figured they would here on 4th. Trying to get something going here, down 7-0. If you're just joining us, he takes a snap, right, quick throw, and nope, nobody's there.
Contact downfield.
Yeah, there was, and wanting
No
the flag
whistle.
is Moninger, and he's not going to get it.
Yeah, some contact.
There was a lot of contact.
Interesting that George Hamer.
Yeah, a lot of contact.
Linebacker was contact with the receiver, but no call.
No call. So the Scoopers are going to take over, but if you're the Patriots, this is as good as a punt. You were in Scooper territory, but too long for a field goal.
Yep.
So the Scoopers are going to get it back. Plenty of time here in the second quarter. 7:53 remaining. 7-0 lead. Scooper football with Gary Matthews, Bob Havela, Terry Anderson coming your way on 810 AM, 105.5 FM on the worldwide live stream at kbhbradio.com, and you can hear the call and watch the video on Live Ticket TV.
Tim and Marcia Potts celebrating their anniversary
Happy
today.
Anniversary, Tim
38
and Marcia.
years. Marcia said, wish Tim a happy anniversary for me.
We will do that. They'll run this one right side, and getting out to about the 35-yard line is Sully Jost. So Jost with a short gain of a couple. Bring up 2nd down and 8. Scooper cheer here tonight. Congrats to them. They won the Belfouche Invitational last night.
Nice.
Thanks to Scooper cheer coach Brooke, who got us the results right away last night. We got our congrats out to the Scooper cheer team for winning the competition last night at the Belfouche Invitational. Out of the shotgun is Williams. Williams sends it to 30, takes a snap, 2-step drop. Oh, he's going to throw this one deep. He's got a man there. No, it's off his fingertips. To shock the intended receiver. You're right, Terry. Great coverage by the Patriots.
Tegan Carter, the junior defensive back downfield to break up that play. Good coverage, got his hand up and knocked the ball away, and touchdown saving play by Tegan Carter.
So 3rd down and 7. Big 3rd down here for the Scoops with about 7 minutes to play. 7 minutes and some change in the second quarter. Halftime report coming up, being brought to you tonight by Sally and the crew at Quick Mart Sturgis Subs. Saluting this week's Athlete of the Week, Danica DeShock of the Scooper volleyball team. Takes the snap, 2-step drop, quick throw up the middle. That is caught at midfield and
Speaking
still
of
going.
DeShock
Gets to the 47-yard line and inside Douglas Patriot territory.
Danica's big brother with the catch.
How about that? He heard us talking about his sister. Yes, sir.
Perfect timing. 17-yard gain on that play, on that pass from Williams to DeShock.
And it will be out of the shotgun here. Carter Williams. Williams looking for the snap. Snap comes to him, and he keeps it right up the middle, and he'll get to about the 45 before getting pushed back. So a gain of about 3 or 4 for Carter Williams.
2nd and 7 upcoming. Taylor Rice.
See where they spot him here at the 45, it looks like. Yep, 45-yard line.
Gain of 3 on that play.
2nd down and 7. 6:14 to play, second quarter. 7-0 lead for the Scoopers, who scored back in the first quarter. Carter Williams will stand right at midfield, the 50-yard line. He's got Sully Jost That one's a quick throw.
Wide
He's got a
open.
wide open receiver, but not fast enough to get to it. It's Tegan Wormstadt. A little overthrown, but if he would have connected with Tegan Wormstadt, that would have been a 6-point play for the Scoopers. So 3rd down and 7. And again, the Scoopers just a little short on plays here. They've had 2 or 3 of those that have kind of failed tonight, but boy, they're sure giving it their all.
Kind of a timing play there by Wormstadt on the outside, and I'm sure they've practiced that hundreds of times. Again, Carter Williams a little bit long on that throw.
Seems like it's always easier in practice, I suppose.
Definitely.
Yeah. Williams takes a snap, drops back. Now he's going to get flushed out of the pocket. Throws. That's caught by Sully Jost. Jost has some running room. He's got a 1st down, and he's just past the line to gain, and the Scoopers are going to move the chains, it looks like, on 3rd down.
Kind of a slow developing play there. And smart play by Carter Williams. He did one little hitch, and then he caught Jost with that pass completion. Coach Havala on the sidelines.
Hey, guys, we were down here. It was a slow developing screen. Carter Williams trying to get to his receiver, but he couldn't. He was being covered by the defense. So slow developing screen, but it worked.
It sure did. All right, Scoopers have a 1st down. They convert that 3rd down and long. Williams stands at the 43, takes a snap, hands this one off. Jost has got some running room, gets away down the left sideline. He's going to fumble it in the end zone, but I think he crossed the line. Did he cross the line? Oh, no, I don't see a signal yet.
Neither referee is signaling.
Oh, no, he fumbled it as he was going into the end zone. And he did go out of bounds, so the Scoopers will keep it. You fumble it in the end zone, and that goes back to the opposing team at the touchback,
Yeah, I think he stepped out of bounds. Looks like at about the 2.
Mark him at the 2-yard line. Scoopers will take that.
Maybe the 1. It's at the 1. 36-yard run for Jost. He's over 100 yards here in the first half.
I was afraid he had lost that because I seen the pylon get knocked down by him.
7 carries, 113 yards for Jost.
1st down and 10. Let's see if they feed Jost again. The mashed potatoes, they do, and he gets in there. 2-yard plunge for Sully Jost, and the Scoopers extend their lead to 13-0. Extra point is pending.
Good to have him back and healthy.
Yes. So 13-0. Scoopers score at the 5:12 mark of the 2nd quarter. And they'll set up for the extra point. Coming in to kick the extra point is Elliott Smith, number 41.
Good drive by the Scoopers.
Smith will try and boot the extra point through. This one is up, and it is good. Right through the uprights. And the Sturgis Scoopers take a 14-0 lead over the Douglas Patriots. We're back in 30. This is Scooper football on the Big 81.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wednesday, October 30th, legendary Sturgis live at the Loud.
Dig, dig, grave digger. Dig, grave digger, dig. Everything is better with some cows around.
Core Blonde live at the Loud, October 30th, produced by Home Slice.
10 a.m., 105.5 FM. This is Sturgis Scooper football on the Big 81.
Kick is in the air. The Patriots are ready to bring this one back. It's returnable from inside the 10-yard line. Out past the 20, 25, 30. Good return. 35, 40. Still going. Wow, great return for the Patriots. It'll set them up just shy of the 40-yard line.
That return by number 33, Josh Godino, a junior for the Douglas Patriots.
All right, Bob Havilah, we got you. What you got?
Guys, I'm down here with Sage Miller. It is official. Longtime trainer for the Sturgis Scoopers is retiring as trainer. How many years, Sage?
This is year 25 of being the Scooper athletic trainer.
Wow.
And now you're just going to teach. Just teach.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down from the 2 full-time jobs finally and try and be a normal person for a little bit and just teach high school.
And your replacement is here with you, and that is?
Peyton Bodeman is going to be the new Scooper trainer.
A BH grad. Good to have you with us. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Coach. Boy, I didn't know Sage was leaving.
I had no idea.
She has been here since as long as I've been calling Scooper sports. That's a long time.
Quarterback keeper for the Patriots.
Right, we'll get to, well, I thought he was going to get to the 45. They're going to mark him down a little shorter than that. It looks like about the 43-yard line. 4:45 remaining here in the second quarter.
5-yard gain on that play for Wright.
14-0 lead for the Sturgis Scoopers. If you're just joining us, beautiful night here at Woodle Field. Scoopers have put a touchdown on the board in the first quarter and just on their last possession here in the second quarter. Right out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Long delayed handoff, but gets it off to Sandel. Sandel nowhere to go. And it's going to be a big third down coming up for the Patriots. And we have a man down. That's a Scooper man. At the 45, Coach Koletzki is going to roll out into the field. Oh, now Sage is checking to see if they... Oh. Let's see, I think he got up, didn't he? Yeah, he did. And that's big number 66, right? Isn't that Crowell, I think?
Say Dion Ekafy.
Okay. Couldn't see his number.
Yeah, just a sophomore. I thought it was 66.
That's what I thought. But maybe it's 60, huh?
Jersey's a little bit, looks like GG, but you
I
wouldn't
think
be.
It's 66. That would be Coffee, yep.
Yep.
Or Kofi, yep.
Yeah, just a sophomore. Yep. Gain of 3 on that play for Douglas. 3rd down and 2 for the Patriots. We'll see if the Scoops can make a stand. Peyton Sandel, 5 carries, 27 yards for Douglas.
Waiting for the snap. Is right at the 40-yard line. Takes it, hands this one off. No, he fakes it.
Oh, great
So
coverage.
And the Scoopers deny the
Great
Douglas
coverage.
Patriots.
Number 24, Cade Wilnard with a fantastic defensive play for the Scoops.
Tippett's got the pass catch, and the Scoopers don't let him go anywhere.
Loss of 2 on that play.
So it's instead of 4th and short, you got a 4th and long, and I can't imagine you'd go for it here with the ball in your own territory. It looks like, well, you know what? They might. Nope, now they're going to bring in the punt unit. So they were kind of deciding what to do. Punt unit coming out.
Sully Jost back deep for the
watch
Scoops.
for Sully back there. He's quick.
Scoopers with a little bit of confusion on the return team had to call a timeout.
Yeah, and that's going to burn their second timeout. And that comes with 3:24 remaining, second quarter.
Coach Havilah on the sidelines. What you got, Coach?
Guys, Coach Koletzki is not happy. It looked like a fire drill out there. No one knew who was supposed to be out there and who was supposed to be off. Finally, Coach Koletzki called a timeout, and he did so a little bit loud. Back to you.
Thank goodness your mic was off at the time, Coach.
For sure.
Good to have Coach Havilah on the sidelines.
Indeed.
It adds a nice little element to the broadcast when he's down there, because we can't read lips this far up here, and thank goodness we can't.
That's probably a good thing.
You can tell by body language sometime when someone's not happy. And but Coach, he's close enough where he can hear things.
Good to be home. Our home opener tonight after our long trip to Brookings last Friday night. In fact, we have 2 weeks of home games, so we'll be right back here next week. And then in 2 weeks, we go to Huron to take on the Huron Tigers.
And Huron playing Pierre tonight. They're playing them well. Pierre
Yep.
leads 13-6 over Huron in the second quarter.
All right, now 2 back to return the punt. Scoopers are going to bring some pressure here on the punter. He gets it off. Fair caught at the 26-yard line. And that was fair caught by number 13, Jaden Blair. And the Patriots will give it back to the Scoopers, who have 3:19 now to do something. and a 14-0 lead.
Final score, Brandon Valley 41.
So coming up at halftime, we'll get you a recap on the first half. We'll bring you the legendary electric scoreboard and run down football scores from around the state. The Rushmore Bowl is this weekend. It's tonight. Spearfish, Central, Stevens are all playing in the Rushmore Bowl tonight. Spearfish has the late game tonight against Rapid City Central. Spearfish coming off that huge win over T last week. They have some bragging rights coming into the Rushmore Bowl tonight.
They do.
Williams at the 20. Hands this to Jost. Jost right up the middle, and he was on his way until he got tripped up at the 31.
Hit that hole hard, and
He did.
number 5, Kaysen Tibbetts, cut him down at the 32-yard line. 6-yard gain.
So it'll be 2nd down and 4. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. 14-0 lead for the Sturgis Scoopers.
Sully Jost has more yards himself than the whole Scooper offense did last week in the entire game. We'll get to that at halftime.
And a draw play, but it's kept by Williams. Williams is going to run this to the 40, and he's got a first down.
8 yards on that run by Carter Williams.
So 1st and 10. Scoopers move the chains. With 2:37 remaining, they'll restart the clock after they set the first down markers. Ball is sitting just shy of the 40-yard line. Williams out of the shotgun formation. Sully Jost in the backfield. Takes a snap, gives to Jost. Jost does a little spin move and straight up ahead. That is actually Peter Pye with the carry, number 12. I saw the 2, but not the other 2.
Yeah, his first carry
That's his
of
first
the game.
carry, yeah.
4 yards for Peter Pye.
Pye will get up to about the 44. 2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4.
Peter Pye, a good quick back for the Scoopers.
And he played quite a bit last week up in Brookings with Sully Jost not 100%. Jost gets the carry this time. Jost straight up ahead. He's got a first down and more. He's drugged down just as he gets into Douglas Patriot territory. And another first down for the Scoops. They'll move the chains. He will spot it at the 47-yard line. 1:36, and they'll start the clock as soon as they set the chains. Sturgis do have 1 timeout remaining. Douglas has all 3 of theirs.
9 yards on that carry for Sully.
1st down and 10. Williams out of the shotgun. Sully in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Williams takes a snap. 2-step drop. Throw on this one long. He's got a receiver out there wide open again, but he overthrew him. And they're getting the matchups they want, but Williams is just not connecting with his wide receivers here tonight. Coach Avila, go ahead.
Yeah, guys, talking to the bench, number 66, Dion, will be returning. Just got the wind knocked out of him. I asked him if he's okay. He says, I'm ready to go back out. Back to you.
Thank you, Coach. Good to hear. So Coffey will be back out.
Yeah, just a sophomore on the line for the Scoopers. 6'1", 239. Still growing, probably 16 years old. Large young man.
Oh, got a hanky out there. That came in late, and that's going to push back the Scoops. That's on the Scoopers. Boy, that's costly because that happened way up there at the line of scrimmage, and so that's going to push them back into their own territory all the way back to the 43. So that's a tough penalty for the Scoops with 1:15 to play here first half.
The 15-yard variety.
Yeah. And they'll hand this to Jost. Jost works at left side of the field, trying to find some running room. And they get to about midfield. And it looks like it will be a gain of... they're going to put that knee down. He didn't quite get into Patriot territory. About the 48.5-yard line, 49-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and long. Scoopers do have a timeout left, but the clock running. Williams looking for the snap. Takes it. drops back, going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's rolling to his right. Is he going to try and throw this one? He will, and it is
Dangerous.
caught. Is it caught? It is a
looks like
completed
it is.
catch right in front of the Scooper bench.
Dangerous pass by Williams, but Wormstadt makes the catch.
Good catch by Wormstadt. That should stop the clock. It does with 32 seconds. He's back to the original line of scrimmage.
Just a 4-yard gain.
Yep.
A hard 4 yards.
It was 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Scoops.
Wormstadt, 3 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown for the Scoops.
So I'm thinking maybe Scoopers might keep this on the ground and run out the first half clock. You don't want to give this back to Douglas with a 14-point lead, and you get the kick to start the second half. And now they're going to get the incomplete pass. Yep, that was across the middle. Pass was intended for number 5, Jesse Lane. And Terry, you're right, that was dangerous. There was a couple of Patriots there. One of them got their fingertips on that pigskin. And that stops the clock with 28. So now you've got 4th and 11. So I imagine the Scoopers will punt this one away. So Douglas is going to get it back, but, you know, they have all 3 timeouts. Here's a good snap. See if the Scoopers can pin Douglas deep here. Oh, took a Douglas bounce, bounced backwards, so the Scoopers will down it. Looks like it'll be just shy of the 20-yard line, perhaps. So if you're the Douglas Patriots, you have 20 seconds here. You have all 3 timeouts. But you have a long way to go. Field goal is probably not an option here, Terry, just because I don't know how good their kicker is. But this is a long way to go in 20 seconds, even with 3 timeouts. So we'll see what Douglas chooses to do here. Down 14-0. Patriots will take over officially at the 19-yard line, so just shy of the 20. Wright takes a snap, hands this one off. They try to go up the middle, and the Scoopers stop it right away. A gain of a couple, but unless Douglas calls a timeout, that'll be the final play of the first half. And I don't think the Patriots want to call a timeout here. Looks like they're willing to go into halftime. That is the end of the second quarter. So we head into the Quick Mart Sturgis Subs halftime report with the Sturgis Scoopers up 14-0. Halftime reports coming up after this 2-minute timeout, and you're listening to Scooper Football on the Big 81. Big 81.
For more than 100 years, John Deere Credit has been helping producers acquire the machinery they need when they need it. Stop by any of the 9 Grossenberg implement locations and ask about the 2-year waiver on purchases of used John Deere model year 2022 and 2023 combines and heads. Minimum payment required. All rates subject to approved credit and 30% down payment or qualified trade required. Minimum payment required on 2-year waiver and following 3-year rate is based on John Deere rates. Any rates are good through 10/31/24 or change at any time. See store for exact rates, requirements, and terms.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing
bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and LaSalle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a daylight donut or 2? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and LaSalle.
Douglas Patriots, 135 yards of total offense. They had 16 carries for 87 yards. Connor Wright was 3 of 8 passing for 48 yards. Kaysen Tibbetts had 3 catches for those 48 yards. Carson Hicks, 5 carries for 49 yards in that first half for Douglas. Peyton Sandel, 5 carries for 27 yards. No turnovers for the Patriots. They had 1 penalty for 5 yards. Scoopers 14, Douglas 0 here at halftime.
Guys down on the field, you can hear them hitting tonight. Much better game, much better execution by the Scoopers. The line is blocking. We're still making a few mistakes. You know, Carter Williams had guys open a couple times trying to kind of loft it in. Didn't really work for him. But I'll tell you, much better football being played by the Scoopers tonight.
I think so too, definitely.
Yeah, Williams has a good arm. You're right. I think his loft passes put a little too much on it. You know, throw a bullet to your receivers and hit them in the hands. You know, hit them right in the numbers, and don't try to put touch on it. And just use that powerful arm that you have. And just a few overthrows there that could have turned into touchdowns for the Scoopers.
Yeah, and those are the kind of passes that'll get a quarterback frustrated. We hope he doesn't.
Yep.
You know, I talked to him just before halftime. I think he looks pretty positive. He's looking forward to the second half. This was a good first half of the Sturgis Scoopers.
And they lead 14-0. Halftime report continues. We'll head to the legendary electric scoreboard right after this.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing experts.
It made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up?
You need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices. Your next big adventure, or start a new business. Farmers Union Insurance. Act your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Electric scoreboard, my friend.
Thank you, sir. We'll start in 11 AA. T area in the fourth quarter, leading Aberdeen Central 39-7. A little surprising score for me.
It is.
Pierre 13, Huron 6, coming up on halftime there. And waiting on the kickoff at O'Hara Stadium here anytime, Rapid City Central taking on, this is weird to say, number 3 Spearfish. Leads O'Gorman in the fourth, 36-19. A final here, Jefferson beat Roosevelt 41-7. Central, as I said, and Spearfish kicking off here shortly. Scores from around our area in 11A. Vermillion, your wife, I'm sorry.
Yeah, not going to be good. They're a basketball school.
Deb Havela, a Custer graduate. Sioux Falls leads Belle-Fourche at halftime 50-7. We'll see a running clock in that matchup. 11B from around our area, Mobridge Pollock leads Miller Highmore Herald 22 to Geddes leads Gregory at halftime 14-8. Bottom leads Scotland Menno. That's really not in our area, but I love saying Bonham. 35-0. That's in the third quarter.
I didn't like saying Scott.
Underwood 14-0 in the first. Bennett County Phillip, no score on that one. In 9A, Lemon McIntosh shutting out Potter County. I'm sure Tim Pott's not happy about that one. Tim and Marcia's anniversary today, by the way.
Today, yep.
Happy anniversary, Tim and Marcia Potts. Tim is here at the game with his big lens.
And Marcia's in Pierre. So can you give Tim a hug for us and say happy anniversary?
I will do that.
Thank you.
No, I won't.
Thank you. Yes, you. Come on. You guys are friends.
Yeah, we are.
Friends hug. Timberlake leads North Central 14-6. That's in the third quarter. All right, Wall and Kadoka area going at it. First quarter in that one, Wall leads Kadoka area 6-0. And finally going on to some 9B scores. Number 1, Avon, big lead over Burke at halftime, 54-7. Sunshine Bible leading Cologne 16-0 in the first. And those are our scores so far on this Friday night on the legendary electric scoreboard.
Well done, my friend, as always.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And, of course, the score. Did you say the score in Brazil where the Philadelphia Eagles are leading your
12-7,
Packers?
Your Green Bay Packers
Your
on
Green
top
Bay
of the
Packers.
Philadelphia Eagles, 12-7, with about 6 minutes left in the second
They just scored. What did they do, go for 2 and not get it?
I don't know. Field goals, I think, we're going everywhere.
Oh, because they had 6. It was 7-6 at one point.
Yeah, 12-7 now.
12-7.
Oh.
12-7.
Second quarter.
I might get a dividend on my stock yet.
Yeah, well, it's early, but it is a 12-7 lead for the Packers.
Really is. And it's kind of interesting because the two quarterbacks, Love and Hurts, are supposed to be two of the better quarterbacks in the league, yet it's a game of field goals.
Love Hurts.
Love Hurts. Yeah, okay.
How about that game last night? Coach, I know you watched it.
Yep.
I watched it. Terry was watching the back of his eyelids.
I
and
watched
he missed the loss by the big toe of the Ravens.
I saw it this morning on ESPN. And
Not as good as live like Coach and I did.
I got a good night's sleep, and it's the same for me.
You know, and they called it a touchdown initially.
Yep.
Instant review, and I was telling someone this morning, if this was 20 years ago, that would
have been a touchdown.
But now we've got so many
Cameras everywhere.
Everywhere that, it was a good call. It was the
And
right
they checked 5 camera shots before they had whether you could see it, his toe was over the white
My question
chalk.
was, how much was it AID?
Ooh.
Do you think maybe it's a conspiracy?
It's a conspiracy.
You know, they got Kelsey and who's the guy?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. There you go.
Yeah.
Trying to keep them together, trying to build up the NFL.
You know, I saw something funny. The NFL promo for the season is like a 30-second promo.
Yep.
They showed Taylor Swift 5 times in their promo.
They show her 5 times.
Isn't that funny?
They didn't show her near that much during the game last night. I only counted twice. I'm sure they showed her more, but I only seen her twice.
Yeah.
You know, they're getting a new audience. You've seen stories about dads watching the game with their daughters now because, the daughter wants to see Taylor Swift, and the daughter's getting interested in football a little bit, maybe more interested than
Love
Taylor
her or
Swift.
hate her, she's the most recognizable, famous person in the world.
Yeah,
The world.
she really is.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we talked about this earlier. Tonight is Friday night. It's time for the dad joke of the night.
It is. We have been waiting all
We
night.
have been waiting all night for this. So
all right,
here we go.
we're ready. We're ready.
Two Sturgis Scoopers sitting on the bench during the football game. One says to the other, I told a dad joke. The other one says, did he laugh? Explain it to Gary. If you have a dad joke, contact Gary Matthews at KBHB.
Radio.com.
If we can use it at radio.com.
Yeah, it's got to be radio friendly.
If we use it, Gary will find something in the KBHB grab bag. So
Absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
We've heard that before.
Well, you didn't have to say that. You just laugh like you've never heard it before.
In fact, I think you told that to us when we were all sitting in the Sturgis Brewery.
It might be the only joke I know.
Well, the late Marlo Kincaid was a great guy.
He was.
And
he was.
he would go to church every Sunday. I'm a lawyer, as you guys know.
Oh, yes.
And he would always tell the story about the two boys sitting on the park bench. One says to the other, my dad's a lawyer. The second one says, honest? He says, no, he's a regular one. Now, I can say that. I'm a lawyer.
Now, that one I laughed at.
Do not write Gary Matthews on that one.
Yeah. We got to give you credit for that one.
Yeah.
That's right. Scoopers lead 14-0 as we get ready to kick off the second half. We are under the lights I guess more appropriately,
Sure.
we call those the Friday night lights.
Yeah, Scoopers will receive the second half kickoff. Got 3 deep for the Scoopers. Zoel Irian. Got Jaden Blair and Sully Jost.
They will be back to return the kick for the Sturgis Scoopers.
You know, guys, after watching the game last night in the NFL, I like the original old-fashioned kickoffs. What they're doing in the
I
NFL
agree.
is
The new kickoff is
I
terrible.
get it. It's for safety,
terrible.
but it's
It's
weird.
terrible.
I had to
Just
listen.
say it.
I had to
It's
listen.
terrible.
I had to listen to their explanation of it like 3
Yeah.
times to really understand it. And
I'm a lawyer, and I still don't understand it.
It's
I
just
know
weird
paragraph B
because you got
was, you know,
everybody standing there, and they can't even start running until the kick is caught or.
But in high school, we
Touchback.
still kick it off from the 40.
That's right, baby.
Still do it right
we still have major collisions on kickoffs.
in high school football.
Not good, but it's football, baby.
Here's the kick. We're underway. It's a short kick. That may go out of bounds.
It does.
will. And no, it didn't, did it?
It must have.
Oh.
It was close.
I didn't
heard
see
a
a
whistle.
flag, though.
I heard a whistle, and everyone stopped.
Yeah.
So Scoopers get it at the 35.
Yeah. I don't know if it went out of bounds, though, gentlemen, because it would have been a flag. That would have been a penalty.
Now they're talking about it.
Yeah.
Did it just die on the
I
sidelines?
think it just died and it just touched it down. Yeah. Although that's a live kick.
That's
Yep.
a live kick, and Douglas
did.
stopped.
They did.
Oh, there's
There's the flag. I was going to say,
They had to have a discussion, had to have a Zoom meeting,
if it
and
went
now
out
they
of
decided
bounds.
it was a penalty.
Yeah, it's a penalty if it went out of bounds.
You know, it's only the second game of the season for
I know.
for the Zebras as well.
The Zebras are having their issues, but when the ball rolls across the little white line, that is out of bounds.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. I learned that coaching 101.
That is Coach 101.
They're going to re-kick.
Oh, they're going to re-kick it. I think they do have an option.
You can
Okay.
pick that if that's what you want. Yep.
Re-kick it. Oh, okay. Is it?
And then I would think they assess the penalty on the kickoff.
10 yards?
I think it's
5.
Five.
Looks like it's
Oh,
5.
they're going back farther.
Oh, yep.
35. Nope, it's 5.
35. There you
Yep.
go. Can you imagine if the 3 of us were referees?
Oh, my
gosh.
goodness.
The
All 3 of
35?
us?
No, I think it's 40. What?
That would be bad because stripes make me look fat. So that would be bad.
Yeah.
That really good, loud student section right in front of us. I love it. Notice that this year in all sports, really good student participation and supporting each other.
And well-mannered student
Yeah.
participation.
For sure. Here's the re-kick.
Take
Kick
2.
on the way. Yep.
And they do the same thing.
Yep. But it's right down the middle, though. Uh-oh, that's touch. Scoopers got to pick it up and run with it here. Oh, they had a collision between 2 Scoopers. That did not go
that
well.
That did not go well.
No.
Brody Royer with the return for the Scoops.
You know, sometimes you put those young kids on kickoff return, and they get the ball, and it's like, okay, now what do I
Now
do?
what do I do?
And he kind of ran backwards a little bit, but it'll all work out in the end.
Sure.
At the 20 is where the Scoopers will start. 1st and 10. They lead 14-0. We are just underway here in the 3rd quarter.
That's what our coach always said. Just go north and south on
Yep.
those kickoffs.
Yep.
Yep.
And punts.
All right, so it will be Williams out of the shotgun formation here. Takes the snap. Gives to Jost. Jost straight up ahead
still
and a
running hard.
10, 11-yard carry for Jost.
Well,
He's moving.
we talked about this at halftime. You got to keep doing what you keep doing.
Yep.
And right now, Yost is the one that's carrying the load. Like I say, he's got a ton of yards, and you're running off clock. So until Douglas stops you, you keep doing it.
To the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. 10-yard carry for Yost. Williams will come out of the backfield here for the Scoopers. 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers now to his left, 1 to his right. Williams awaiting the snap, takes it, keeps it, walks it left side. He's got a huge hole. He's to midfield, still
Love it.
going. 40, And he's finally brought down in Douglas Patriot territory at the 38-yard line.
You know, a little reminiscent last year of Aiden Hederman. Aiden had some big runs last season. That's got to be the biggest of Carter Williams' career. But, they're going to spot it. Oh, I thought maybe they were about to march it back with the penalty, but nope.
Nope, looks good.
Good to go.
No
Who
yellow
sprung him
hankies.
loose? Number 72, Miles Voigt, pulled, went to the left side, and led the way. That was a great block out there. He played.
Beautiful.
And it all starts up front.
That's right.
33-yard run by Carter Williams.
2 left, 2 right. They give it to Jost. Jost works it right side, trying to sling through there, and he's going to gain some extra yardage by doing that. Right down the sideline he goes, about a 7 or 8 yard gain for Sully. We'll spot him just shy of the 30. We'll call it the 31-yard line.
That puts Sully at 150 yards for the game on 13 carries.
Officially a gain of 6 on the carry.
That is a good night for Sully.
And we still have plenty of time left in this one.
Plenty of time. Williams out of shotgun formation, standing at the 36-yard line. He's got Sully in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to the right.
Timing
He's got
pattern.
a man down there. Wormstead pulls it in for the score.
31-yard touchdown pass, Carter Williams to Tegan Wormstead.
And Wormstead fell on his back as he caught that one.
You know, they had the same play earlier in the game, wide open, but the timing was off. This time the timing was perfect.
Right on the mark, yep.
Second touchdown catch of the game for Wormstead.
And the Scoopers lead 20-0, looking to make it 21. Elliott Smith is on to put the extra point through the uprights.
And that's the kind of throw that's going to get your quarterback some confidence.
Indeed.
Yeah, it took just a little bit off it. You know, he's overthrown probably 3 balls tonight to different receivers, and that one perfect.
That kick right through the uprights. Scoopers 21, Douglas nothing. We're back for the kickoff in 30.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Sturgis Scooper football on KBHB, the Big 81. Home of
down on a pass play to Tegan Wormstead. 21-0 Scoopers here in the third quarter. Douglas will get it for the first time in the second half. They'll send 2 deep back to return the kick.
No, when I talked to Coach Gillespie, Gary, before the game, he said, we're chippy, we're out to show something, and I think they're doing it tonight.
I agree. Kick pending. Here it comes. Oh, little squib kick. Goes right up the middle. And Douglas will fall on it at the 29-yard line.
Owen Moninger with the hands to trap that football and not let it squirt loose.
And you know, as a coach, that's what you teach your receiving team to do. When on a squib kick, you fall on it, everyone piles up on top of you. It's not a bad strategy for your kickoff team.
The old dog pile. We used to do that in our high school days. Everybody jump on the guy who's got the football on the ground. We'd stack him up pretty high back then. Ball at the 29. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Right out of the shotgun at the 25. Takes the snap. He keeps it. He's going to work it right. Oh, no, that ball's on the ground.
Tried the option, but
yep.
Had no option.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go.
Scoopers recover. No signal
No, I
yet.
think
Yeah, it is.
That should be
Yep,
Scooper
Scooper
ball.
football.
Yes, sir, it is.
First
I was
turnover.
say, that ball came out, and there were black jerseys everywhere. So if the Scoopers didn't come up with that one.
It looked like the Douglas quarterback was trying to run the option
Yeah.
off to the right side. He did it too late. He goes to pitch it, The man's now covered. I think he tried to pull it back in and lost the ball.
By then it was already gone. Yep. Referees are going to talk about this, so let's see here.
You know, it didn't look like a forward pass from where we were. It looked
And
like
I think that's what they're talking about, Terry. Was that a forward pass?
Looked like he was trying to throw it backwards to Sandal. I think it was Peyton Sandal on the outside on the option play.
Guys, this just sent to me Green Bay 19, Eagles 14.
Ooh, the scoring's picked up a little bit.
5-11
in
in the
that game.
second quarter.
Yeah. So there is it's an illegal forward pass, so I think the Scoopers are going to keep the fumble.
But if it's an illegal forward pass, it can't be a fumble.
That's true. But they're showing that the Scoopers still have the ball, so hang on, let's see.
Hard to tell from our angle if it was a pass or a fumble. Yeah, defense is coming back
out. So it is an illegal forward pass. You're right, Coach. So that would have ended the play right there.
Actually, from our angle, of course, we're up here in the nosebleed section.
Yeah.
It looked like it was an option that went backwards.
It did. Yep.
They're going to march that back. I don't even know if that's a 5-yard penalty.
I think it's a 5. Yep.
And I think it's lost it down.
And that's a loss of down. Yep.
Back to the 24, roughly.
Patriots will retain possession.
So Douglas will maintain it after all
Guys,
that.
the only thing I can think is the quarterback was past line of scrimmage, and you said it was a forward pass.
Yep. So Wright comes out of the shotgun. Douglas keeps it, but it's second down. Throws this one right side. Scoopers snuff it out. Not much there. Down at the 24. That might have been a loss of some yards on that one.
Peyton Sandal with the run around the end, but gang tackled by the Scoops.
Yep.
No gain.
So it's going to be third down and 15.
Douglas running back tried to get to the edge. The cornerback came up and made a great play. Denied him the corner. Lost it down. Lost the yards. And down.
Ball at the 24, and they got to get to the 39 for a first down here.
So nice breaking news down there. We didn't know that Sage was retiring.
Yeah,
Sage Robinson Miller.
Sage Robinson Miller. She was here when I coached.
Great interview.
To quote the Gap Band, she dropped a bomb on us.
Oh.
I didn't know she was retiring either.
I didn't either. You know, Sage is one of those persons, and as a coach, sometimes you get a little frustrated with your trainer saying, hey, I need to put this kid in, and she's saying, no, whatever.
We got a time out on the field. Douglas?
I will tell you guys, I never knew anyone who cared more about the players and their well-being than Sage Miller.
I agree.
And she was right all the time. But as coaches, we always, okay, you can sit down.
She's been here since I've been doing Scooper Sports, so she's probably been here longer than I've been doing Scooper Sports. How many years did she say?
25.
My goodness.
Yeah, she's a very, very good trainer. And I asked her, Sage, what are you going to do now? She says, well, I'm going to work one job instead of two. Because she does teach still.
Well, yes, that's right.
And, of course, we have our replacement from our alma mater, Black Hill State.
Absolutely.
Harvard
By the way,
West.
are you going to the KBHU 25th anniversary celebration?
And that's next week.
Yes.
You might
Is it
see
25, Terry? Is that right? No, it's longer than that.
50th.
50th, I'm sorry.
50th
anniversary.
You were there for the first one, weren't you, Terry?
It's 2 weeks
Terry
from,
was
2
there for
weeks
the
from
first
tomorrow.
one.
No,
Yes.
I was not.
I was there for the 10th.
I was there at about the 25th.
Wright rolls out. Oh, he's going to throw that one, and it's an incomplete
Get on the
pass.
ball.
That should be an incomplete pass. Yeah.
And it is incomplete. Good call. But, again, you coach your players, cover it.
But still, until you hear the whistle, like you said, Coach, you go after it.
Yep.
You
The
never
referee
know.
will tell you if it's incomplete or not.
Yep. So
Good
it's gonna
rush
be
there by
fourth
the
down.
Scoops.
Yep. And Douglas will punt it away.
Yeah, so wow, KBHU 1974 is when they signed on.
1974,
Roger O'Day was the guy
I do remember Roger.
who signed on KBHU.
Wow.
Punt for the Douglas Patriots.
Caught by the Scoopers at the 38.
Jost, he's dangerous.
Oh, Jost is going to get a little bit, but not much. And spot him at about the 42, it looks like.
Good tackle by Tibbetts for
Yeah,
the Patriots.
Tibbetts was right on coverage there.
So it's a short gain for
Terry, I don't want to date myself, but when I was there, Jack Sitch was the station manager at KDHU.
Wow. The name sounds familiar.
Yep. I saw a picture of him in the invitation.
Okay.
And we all had long hair back in those days.
I was in the National Guard, so I had to have a semi-short haircut.
Well,
Guard was a little more lax on it than regular Army was.
Yeah.
Now, Terry and I had a...
Could not be over your ears.
That's
true.
right.
Yep.
Terry and I had a couple classes together in 1990, if I remember right.
We did.
And then I didn't see much of you after 1990. You must have bolted.
I went to school until about 92.
Did you? Okay, this is going to be a scooper penalty.
Ouch. Crackback block.
Yeah, the
that's
new
15.
New blindside block rules
Yeah.
are pretty strict. You cannot extend your arms into the player. You can almost set a pick like you
Just
do in
get
basketball.
get in the way.
And
again, player safety.
player
I
safety,
get it.
I get it, but sometimes it's a little frustrating when you're trying to make a play and get called for blindside.
As a player, those are the blocks you dream of too.
That's right.
But you just can't do it anymore.
Well, back in the 70s on the NFL Today, like you showed us on their intro, all those plays from then days are illegal
They're all
now.
illegal.
Yeah, no, they really are. And, I remember 1978 playing a team from east of us, and I blindsided a guy in a punt return. His head hit before his feet did.
Ouch.
Oh, my.
Ouch.
He was from Newell.
Yikes.
He was from where?
Newell.
Oh.
Back
Why
when
is
Newell
it
was
with
in the Black Hills Conference.
Wow.
Newell football? My goodness.
Yeah.
You guys were hard hitting the Newell football.
Take it
folks.
easy on those irrigators. Come on.
Those Gators, you got to get them Gators.
They have sharp teeth.
Scoopers have to start all the way back at their own 26-yard line. They'll hand this
Counterplay.
one off, and now they'll work it right side, trying to gain some running room, and three
Peter
Douglas
Pye.
Patriots bring him down.
Yeah, nice counter play.
Wow.
Peter Pye with the carry.
And Pye gets a couple of hard-earned yards, but
With a 21-0 lead, that's the kind of plays you want to run.
Sure.
For those who don't understand a counter, you get going one way, counter step back the other way, and try to get the defense to overrun the play. And that worked perfectly.
spot Pye down at the 29-yard line. Second down. Looks like they'll give him 3. So about 2nd and 7 coming up. Carter Williams out of the shotgun formation. 2 setbacks. Hands this one off. Nope, keeps it.
Short
Pitch
side.
out to
Short side.
Jost, and Jost is down the right side. And Jost is going to get to about Douglas Patriot territory. Where did he step out? He did. He's in Douglas Patriot territory at the 47. Good run by Jost on the pitch.
And number 5, Jesse Lane, had a good block that was might have could have been called for block in the back. No flag.
No
penalty.
flags.
That was a nice little option
That
run
was.
down the right side of the line.
Yeah, it was a short side of the field, too, and 24 yards on that gain for Yost. You got me calling him
I was
Yost
just
now.
going to say, we
by
might as well
gosh.
just call him Yost, by gosh.
Well, you're from Newell, don't you know?
Yeah.
We have our own language in Newell.
Yes, you did.
Bah. Just kidding.
It is a sheep
Williams out of the backfield. Steps back. He's going to launch this one. This
Deep,
is
too
intended
deep.
for Blair. And yep, Blair just a little, not quite quick enough on the pass too deep. Yeah, he had Blair there. And had Blair hauled that one in, he would have been in the touchdown.
And have you noticed how well the offensive line for the Scoopers are blocking right now? There was no pressure on Carter Williams that time. He had all day to pick his target.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. 7:46 remaining, 3rd quarter. 21-0 Scoopers lead if you're just tuning in. Williams out of the gun. Jost in the backfield. Waits for the snap. Gives to Jost. Jost works at left side. Does a little stutter step. Now goes ahead.
Wow.
And he breaks free.
What a run.
He's down
He's
the
gonna
sideline. Jost is going to not get there. Here comes a flag. 2 flags in. Uh-oh.
Got a player
We
with the
got a
helmet
player
off
without
back
a
here.
helmet on. Yep. Looks like we had a little kerfluffle at about the 30-yard line.
Scotty J on the announcement said there's flags all over the field.
There's flags everywhere, yeah.
Lakin Crowell for Douglas was going at it with Connor Schmidt from the Scoopers, and Schmidt had his helmet off, and we were watching the play downfield.
Yeah, and I don't know if he got his helmet ripped off or
That's what
if
I'm
it
guessing.
just came off, but I'm guessing it got ripped off.
Well, we're going to find out here.
We're going to find out here pretty soon, yep.
See, I didn't write down his run yet, but that was down at the...
Yep, they're going to spot him down He's
Boy,
inside the 5, so yeah.
4.
How about the 3 or 4 yard line?
It's about a 43-yard run for Jost.
But we'll wait for the call. This might bring it back. Let's see. Depends on who it's on. Face mask. It should be on Douglas. So this is going to move it half the distance to the goal, too, probably.
Personal foul against the defense.
Yeah, must have ripped his helmet
Yeah,
off.
I'm guessing that's probably what happened.
Jost.
Here's the call.
Face mask. 66 defense.
They gave it to 66 of the Patriots.
Lake and Crawl.
Yep.
Yeah, that run just put Jost over 200 yards. He's at 217.
They can crawl, big kid, 6'6", 230. Right now, Douglas is really frustrated.
Yeah, they are.
That was a penalty that didn't have to happen, and they're just frustrated. And I understand that.
First and goal at the 3.
Who do you think is going to go to, Terry?
They might reward Sully for that nice long run.
Sure? Yeah, sure, you betcha.
If he's caught his breath by
Jost
now.
gets it. He spins into the end zone. Touchdown, Sully Jost from 3 yards out. Oh, here comes a flag again.
It's getting a little chippy
And here
out
comes some more
there.
frustrations, yep. And this is back behind the line of scrimmage, so guys, I don't know if this is on Sturgis or if this is on Douglas. This came after the touchdown, it looked like. Let's check it.
And let's see what's going on.
Yeah, they're pointing to Douglas. If this is on Douglas, guys, maybe go for 2. It would set you up half the distance.
We'll see what they say. Number 23, Brody Royer was pointing at something, trying to say, hey, I didn't do that.
Now they're going to talk about it here. If you're watching the live ticket TV broadcast with our call, you'll see them talk about it here. There's a call.
Defense, number 55.
Unsportsmanlike on Douglas.
And that's his first, right? I think, isn't it 2 and you're
2
ejected?
and you're ejected.
Different player.
Elijah Ponton picked up that unpersonal, unsportsmanlike conduct.
He said 55?
65, didn't he?
65.
65. I think
Uriah
Ponton.
Pontoon.
So they will kick the extra point
The extra point will take
rather than go for 2.
Sully Jost.
So Sully Jost will try and boot this one in.
Touchdown was good.
The Douglas coach was clear out on the field wanting an explanation. They had to walk him off the field over there. So they can't snap it until he's off the field. All right, now he's off. He's not.
Yeah, some frustrations.
Yeah.
And you know, guys, when I coached here, I know that feeling so well. When we used to play Sioux Falls, Washington, Lincoln, the big schools, it is frustrating.
There's the extra point. Right through the uprights. Flag
And
again.
we got another flag.
Flag on the play.
I'm guessing this is on Douglas again.
Yeah, Aaron Moravitz has been involved in a couple of them for the Scoopers. I like him. He is aggressive and physical. And I think that frustrates a lot of players when you're getting pushed around by that kid. He's huge.
So right at the moment, it's 28-0. We're going to check the flag here. Rather than going to a timeout, we're going to keep it here so we can check the flag.
And right now, the referees have to get the game under
Correct,
control.
especially for the Patriots. Yep. So they'll probably add the yardage on the kickoff here. So the Scoopers will probably kick off from probably the 50-yard line, depending on what the penalty was.
T area in a final. They beat number 5 Aberdeen Central 39-7. Pierre now with a 27-6 lead over Huron in the third quarter.
So Pierre picked it up late.
Unsportsmanlike. 73.
That was on Moravitz.
Team. By rule, 2 unsportsmen on 2 teams will offset. The ball will be placed at the 40 for kickoff.
Okay, so we both had one. Sturgis had one. Douglas had an unsportsmanlike. Again, as an individual, if you get 2, though, that's it. They send you out of the game.
Yeah.
And that's a rule they implemented a few years ago.
And it's not a bad rule.
No.
Again, you want to keep this thing under control. You don't want someone getting hurt or getting a cheap shot.
Time for Scooper kickoff. Everybody on your feet.
Yeah, you know, and just the way this game has been played so far, the Scoopers did come out foaming at the mouth, like we said in the pregame. They are hitting people, and they're playing football, and that was missing in week 1.
28-0 in favor of the Scoopers. They're ready to kick off from the 40. Douglas has 2 back deep. Here comes the kick.
Squib.
Yeah, and it's going to roll across the turf. Picked up at the 15, 20, 25,
Peyton
30,
Sandel.
35. Sandel, good return.
Peyton Sandel.
And everybody keeps their cool here on the special teams play. No flags.
Will make the tackle on special teams.
So 7:24 remaining, third quarter.
Rapid City Central leading Spearfish 8-0 in the second quarter at the Rushmore Bowl in Rapid City.
You know, that's not a surprise to me. Central went toe-to-toe with Roosevelt last week. Had a chance to tie it up on a two-point conversion at the end of the game and didn't get it.
That Central team came into the year with a lot of optimism, though. They really did. They've had so many years. It's just been a struggle for them. But new coach,
and
new attitude.
Yep.
Cobblers are doing good. This one, quarterback keeper, right, works it right side, and he's brought down as he crosses the 40. It looks like they'll spot him down at the 42.
About a 7-yard gain, 6-yard gain for Connor Wright.
You know, and that time they were running the option on the right side, and he wanted to pitch it, but he just don't think I'm going to pull the trigger on this.
I'm going to do that. He'll spot it at the 41-yard line, so they give him 6 on the carry, 2nd down and 4.
On those options, the defensive player has to make a choice. Do I take the quarterback or do I take the guy on the outside he might pitch to?
Man in motion for Douglas. He gets the handoff and hit in the backfield, and down he goes at the 40. That's Tibbetts with the carry, and Tibbetts nowhere to go.
Jake Krog, another good play defensively, just about stripped that football.
Well, and that's what blew it up was the penetration by him on that play. He blew the play up, and that's the way you play defensive line. You break up plays.
Lost yards on the carry, too, just shy of the 40-yard line, so that'll bring up a 3rd down now and about 6.
Yeah, loss of 2.
Yep.
Jake had a good game last week. He's the Sturgis football team's Character Matters Player of the Week. Gets a certificate to Pizza Ranch for his play last week.
Wright's going to keep this one, work it right side. Oh, he's right at the 1st down marker, and he lunges forward, and he gets it. And Douglas converts on 3rd and 6.
We'll bring him down to the Scooper defense.
And again, trying to run the option. I think he's just going to keep it from now on the option. I don't think he's going to throw it backwards after the disaster earlier.
Gain of 6 on that play.
Spotted at the 47-yard line.
What we got?
1st and 10. They say we got to go with a bloody nose down there.
Ooh. You know that the fans are getting rowdy when a kid gets a bloody nose. Scooper basketball coach Dan Skinner right in front of us out the window.
And this is a quick throw. Nice. Dangerous throw.
Good
that
timing.
Was behind Lane Paulson, the intended receiver. And lucky that wasn't picked off.
And Wormstead is down.
Yeah.
I think he caught something in the ribs there.
Yep. And he had a chance to intercept that one, guys.
I'll tell you what, that was great timing on the hit. Stripped the ball away, hit at the same time, but now he's down. We're hoping it's just he got the wind knocked out of him.
That was the case earlier tonight with the Scooper player. Ekafy got the wind knocked out of him.
Yep.
Yeah, Wormstead getting up. Coach Koleski came out there along with trainer Sage.
Our good friend Sage Miller making sure he's safe.
Well, we'll have her around for basketball season yet, so that's good. And then next year she'll turn over the reins.
Yeah, it's good that her
Scooper trainer.
Her replacement has a year to shadow her. That's valuable for a new trainer.
Her replacement is from Steamboat, Colorado.
Is that right? A lovely area just south of where I grew up.
Yes.
I hit the ski slopes there a couple times in my younger days.
She is a snowboarder.
Really? Does she Steamboat Springs snowboarder?
I forgot the last name.
Ah. Right, takes the snap.
The
Quick
option.
pitch. Yep, that's going to get hit in the backfield, and down he goes. A loss of about 5 yards on that one. Scoopers were
I think the Scooper linebackers were waiting for that one.
They were waiting for
Yeah,
it.
Chase Temple with a big hit on Peyton Sandel shortly after he caught that ball. Loss of 1 on the play for Douglas.
Yeah, they're
Not a bad call for Douglas because before they were running it and not throwing the option, but this time Sturgis is reading the option and they knew exactly what to do.
They were all over it, yep. 46-yard line. 3rd down and 12, just under 5 to play, third quarter. 28-0 lead for the Scoopers. Wright waits for the snap. Here comes the Scoopers. They're showing pressure up front. Wright, he's going to throw, and that's almost picked off. Blair had a chance at it, couldn't rein it in. But it'll be 4th down and long for the Patriots.
3rd incompletion in a row for Connor Wright.
And Connor Wright took a shot at the end of that.
I noticed that, yep.
Yeah, the Scooper defense putting some hits on these Patriots.
Number 34, Calvin Kettleson, came through and just put it on the numbers.
Yeah, he's having a good season so far and a good night tonight.
2 back to return the punt for the Scoopers.
Looks like Brookings going to start 2-0. They lead Mitchell 27-0 in the 4th quarter.
No, Mitchell's a good ball club. You saw it last week. I mean, we talked about earlier the Scoopers had their miscues against Brookings, but they are a good ball club.
Brookings a lot better this year, for sure. Timeout on the field, so we'll take one as well. A 28.
And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
This is the Big 81, KBHB Sturgis.
Coming out of the timeout, the Patriots will punt this one away from their own 34-yard line. Scoopers now just have 1 back to return the kick. Returnable from the 22. Now past the 25, crossing the 30 is Jaden Blair, and Blair will get rode out of bounds. Yep. Get a little chippy, and here come the flags again. Yep.
Sturgis coaching staff was all over it. There were a lot of white jerseys out of bounds hitting the player, and they think there should be a penalty.
And I think there's going to be. A flag did fly there. You know, you're right, Coach. You still got 4.5 to play here, third quarter. We've got a whole quarter to go, and you got to rein it in here a little bit, the officials do, because tempers are starting to get a little.
That might be offsetting. When Blair got knocked out of bounds, he threw a punch at a Douglas player. So
Personal foul, receiving team, number 13.
You're right, Terry. You've seen it.
15 yards, end of the run. First down.
not even offsetting. It's a Sturgis
that's
penalty.
Going to go against the Scoopers.
Did he say number 14?
13. Jaden Blair, I think. Yep.
Jaden Blair. Yeah, and you don't want that.
No. Not when you got a 28-0 lead here. Yeah.
And football is an emotional game, guys, but you got to keep your emotions under control.
Yep, take the hit, score another touchdown, and get back at him that way.
So 4:26 remaining, third quarter. Sturgis will have to start this drive deep in their own territory. They will spot it at their own 17.
Scoopers have had some long drives tonight.
Yes, they have.
68-yard drive, an 80-yard drive. We'll see if they can put one together here late in the third.
Williams out of the gun, takes the snap, hands this one off. Jost gets the carry.
Boy,
Jost
he's
bounces
slippery.
off a tackle.
He
He
is
rolls
slippery.
to the left side of the field and crosses the 30. Still going, and he runs out of real estate.
Gary, you called it right on. The line, the hole was closed. The Patriots everywhere, and he slides right beside him.
He's good. He is having a night.
Start calling him Yost the Eel.
Yes.
Spots him at the 33.
33, yep. But we have
another
conference. It looks like we have a flag.
15-yard gain on that play for Sully.
illegal formation.
Yeah, that's going to
back.
come back on the Scoopers. There was an illegal formation. I didn't see it. So I'm not sure if somebody wasn't on the line or because it wasn't a false start. Somebody was set illegally.
6th penalty on the Scoopers, actually 7th, the offsetting one, but 65 yards in penalties. And
you know, guys, when you're up 28-0, you don't want to get sloppy at this point.
4 penalties in this quarter alone for the Scoops.
Yeah, that's going to push Sturgis all the way back now to the 13, it looks like. So you just nullified what was a great run by Sully Joe. So Williams out of the shotgun here. Takes the snap, gives it to Sully. Sully has a big opening again, 25.
That's Peter
30,
Pye.
Out to the 30-yard line. Peter Pye in for Sully here. And Pye is out to about the 30-yard line. He had a huge hole, and he's got a first down as he gets the penalty yards back and then some.
17-yard run for Pye. He has 3 carries, 24 yards. Tough week last week for Peter Pye. He had 2 fumbles last week in that game against Brookings, and I'm sure that's been weighing on him all week, and coming back tonight, getting some positive yards.
And give credit to the offensive line of the Sturgis Scoopers. Right now, they are manhandling the Douglas defensive line.
First down and 10 for the Scoopers at the 30. Williams awaits the snap. Gets it. Again, they'll keep this one on the ground. Short gain on this one for Pye. He'll cross the 30 to the 31, so a gain of a yard. Second down and 9 upcoming. 3:30 left to play here in the third quarter. Scoopers with a 28-0 lead.
Coach Koletsky giving Sully Jost a rest on the sidelines.
Well-deserved rest.
Yeah. We'll see if he gets back in the game. He's got 217 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. That's a pretty healthy stat line for the junior.
And that's exactly what he wanted tonight after last week's loss at Brookings. Waiting for the snap. It's low, but Williams handles it. Quick
Nice
throw,
screen
caught by
pass.
Pye. Pye at the 30.
Nice spin move.
Got to the 35, 36, I think, maybe as well. They'll spot him.
That screen pass has been working pretty well tonight
sure
for
has.
the Scoopers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a gain of 4.
Yep, they'll spot him at the 35. See, that's where that knee went down.
No, though, if Pye would have took a step to the outside, he had green all the way down the sidelines. And it's easy for us to say up here in the booth.
Of course. So it'll be a 3rd down and 5 for the Scoops.
Gage Studer split far wide right here in front of us.
In fact, they got 3 wideouts here to the right side, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Williams. Quick throw up the middle. That is caught. Nope, incomplete. DeShock could not reel it in.
Well, they
Or
gave it
did
to
he
him.
catch
They
it?
gave it to
did
him.
get
Yep.
that. One referee said no catch.
6
It's a
yards.
catch.
Yeah,
Yep.
6-yard second catch tonight for Dalen DeShock.
So DeShock does rein it in.
Did you see how far the Douglas defensive back was off? He must have been 15 feet off the receiver, or 15 yards off the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Little curl, and you get a first down.
You got a
got to
first
know
down.
where the sticks are.
Yeah. First down for the Scoops. Williams out of shotgun formation.
Another
Takes the
rainbow.
Snap, launches this one.
He's open.
Oh, he's got it. And that's going to be 6 points. And into the end zone goes number 23, Brody Royer for the score. Oh, my. Nobody saw Royer. He was all by himself.
I don't know where the Douglas safety was at, but that was just a great timing pattern. They've run it twice now, 2 times for touchdowns.
And a great throw by Williams.
Great throw by Williams. He didn't even look. He just threw the ball up. Timing was perfect. Touchdown.
59-yard touchdown pass. First catch of the game for Brody Royer.
Royer hauled that one in, and he was in the end zone. He was gone. And the Scoopers open up a 34-0 lead over the Patriots. Extra point is pending.
3rd touchdown pass of the game for Carter Williams.
And, you know, they set it up well. Douglas had no safety back. They're all going man coverage.
That kick is up and through the uprights, and it is good. 1:36 remaining in the third quarter. 35-0 Sturgis, and we are back in 30 seconds. This is Cooper Football on the Big 81.
Sturgis Striker.
Sturgis Scooper Sports, the Big 81, KBHB Sturgis, and now online at kbhbradio.com.
And we welcome you back into Woodle Field. Gary Matthews, Coach Bob Havela, and Terry Anderson with you with the call tonight. A 35-0 lead. And Terry, you just mentioned running clock now for the rest of the way.
Yep, just heard the head referee call that out over the PA system. Yeah, 35 points. That's the running clock for the rest of the game. It'll be a quick fourth quarter coming up.
Here's the kick.
Ooh,
it's an onside kick, and Douglas will get it at the 45-yard line. Well, Chris Koletsky, what would you do for a Klondike bar? How about the onside kick? Too bad he didn't get it.
You know, the most unexpected thing you think can happen in a 35-0 lead, you do an onside kick.
Well, him and Sean Payton. Guys, going back to the touchdown, you know, I said there was no safety back. There was, but he was on the other side of the field. They had two receivers over there, one-on-one with Royer down at the bottom of the field. That's why that play worked so well, is the safety had to shift over and cover the two receiver set.
And Royer in stride caught that one, Coach, and he was gone. So Douglas gets it. Wright looking ahead. Oh, he's got a man down there, and he fell. He stumbled. He didn't fall, but he stumbled, and that messed up his pattern. Incomplete.
You know, Royer, just a junior. We've seen him on the baseball field a lot. He's an excellent baseball player, so good to see him kind of coming into his own on the football field as a junior.
So 1:40 and counting here in the third quarter. That incomplete pass does not stop the clock because of the running clock. So ball at the 46. So second down and 10 for the Patriots.
So, guys, with a 35-point lead, running clock, I anticipate you're going to see a lot of sophomores and juniors coming into the game.
Yep,
you don't want to get your starters hurt at this point in the game.
See some second stringers coming in for the Scoops, second and third stringers even.
Yeah, next week, Scooper's facing the Stevens Raiders.
Oh, what a hit in the backfield. Oh, my.
Sandal.
That was taking the brunt of that one. Sandal, Terry, like you said.
Calvin Kettleson again.
Oh, my.
He almost hit the running back before the running back had the ball.
Did.
Boy, that's a pretty.
Scoopers were just through there.
That's a really generous spot, too, in my opinion.
Spotted at the 42.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Third down and 14 coming up for the Patriots. They're in no hurry to snap this with 18 seconds, and they won't have to. The third quarter will more than likely run out here before they snap the football.
Yeah, Scooper's hosting Stevens here next week.
That's correct. We'll be back here at Woodle Field next week. That's going to be a good one, guys, with Rapid City Stevens coming in.
You know, Stevens has taken some lumps the last 2 weekends, or tests, Friday nights. I think they're ready to try to come win the game.
Yeah, they're going to be hungry.
Yes, they will be. Douglas is not going to snap this before the end of the third quarter. Delay of game. The play clock ran out before the game clock. There was a 2-second difference between the game clock and the play clock.
Yeah, Stevens 0-2, and they lost 41-7 to Brandon Valley tonight.
Well, they're getting better.
The Rushmore Bowl, yeah. The Lynx. And that'll be the end of the third quarter after the delay of game. Fourth quarter coming up. It's all Sturgis here at Woodle Field. It's Sturgis 35, Douglas nothing.
Your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and LaSalle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and LaSalle.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Grocery Mart.
Starting the fourth quarter, and a quick throw is intercepted as Wright, under pressure, throws that one into double coverage.
Cade Wilnard with the INT for the Scoops.
And as Terry said, Wilnard with the interception. And the Scoopers will take over at the Douglas Patriot 40. See where they spot it here. Put those knees down at the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
First turnover of the game for either team. Scoopers with 6 turnovers last week. And we thought, boy, probably we're not going to see one with the Scoopers.
And that was on a 4th down play.
Cade Wilnard, good coverage right up the middle, and he was aggressive. He ran up on that football and just took it away from the defender.
So the lead stays 35-0. Scoopers have the ball. And
Jackson Kano at quarterback now for the Scoops.
Douglas Patriot here, and just like Coach Havila said, we'll probably see some 2nd and 3rd stringers use U2. Kano will hand this one off. No, he's going to keep it.
There goes Kano.
And he's got wide running room, and he's clear up to about the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. It looks like they'll spot him down.
You know, and that's an ability that Jackson Kano gives Coach Koletsky. We haven't seen him throw much, but we know he's really athletic, and he's fast, and he loves physicality. So big run there for Jackson Kano, his first action of the season.
Kano, the 5'11", 160-pound junior, wearing number 3 for the Sturgis Scoopers. Gives them a 1st and 10 on the quarterback keeper.
16-yard carry for Jackson Kano.
So a little bit of confusion here, though. Well, the officials are talking. Did you see? Oh, there is a flag. Oh, and it's on Sturgis. It's on the far side of the field. That flag, 2 flags down there.
Offsetting.
It's offsetting. Each team had one.
Again, some chippiness going on out there.
Yep.
What you don't like to see, you know. I've been in games like that before, too.
Sure.
Number 1, Sturgis.
Gage Studer.
Mm-hmm. He's the senior.
Joshua Smith.
Smith on Douglas, yep.
So Smith, the wide receiver, being covered by Gage Studer and mixing it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and offsetting, but it's going to march the Scoopers back to the line of scrimmage, so that play nullified.
Never happened, yep. So it comes down to a 1st down and 10 again. Scoopers will play the play over, so, and that's too bad. It erased a wonderful run by Kano. All right, we're ready to go. So Kano will come out of the shotgun here. He's got 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left.
Yeah, and you want your players to be physical, but you don't want it to be dirty. And sometimes your emotions get the best of you.
Yeah. One lone setback. Kano's going to keep this again.
He
Similar
might
play.
repeat that.
Works his way to the right side, and he got brought down by his helmet. I don't see any flags yet, though. Maybe Douglas may have gotten a face mask there.
It's a 9-yard gain for Kano.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1 coming up. Getting a running clock, so we're down to 8:55.
It's going to be a quick 4th quarter.
Yep, that happens when a team has a 35 or more point lead.
Brookings 34, Mitchell 0. 3 minutes left in that one.
Some good games across the state here tonight.
Watertown 27, Yankton 13. 4 minutes left in that one.
And we play Yankton here in about a month.
Kano keeps it.
Yep, he works his way left side. He's
Nice
got the first
cut
down,
back.
crosses the 30, 25, 20. And it gets to about the 18-yard line. A first down for the Scoops. Good run by Kano.
Yeah, great field vision by Kano. He could have kept going outside, but he saw the defenders and made a quick cut up the middle to get about 6-7 more yards.
First down.
15-yard run for Kano.
Kano will come out of the shotgun formation. Peter Pye is the lone setback. Scoopers have wide receivers, 2 right, 2 left.
Coach Havel prowling the sidelines now with the
is.
microphone.
And they'll give this one to Pye. Pye, patience pays off, and he makes his way forward, and he crosses the 15. And it looks like they'll spot him at about the 14-yard line. Good run for Pye. He was very patient, waited for his blockers to open up a lane for him. And that's where they spot him at the 14.
29 yards on 5 carries for Peter Pye.
Second down and 6.
Kano gets the play from the sidelines, runs back in.
Tayden Larson, the sophomore, coming into the game for the Scoops.
Yeah, some good young linemen. Mm-hmm. It's been a strong point for the Scoopers the last few seasons. The coaches know if you got a strong line, a strong offense.
Kano's going to throw this one end zone.
Beautiful.
And it is, dropped. Otherwise, that would have been a score.
Oh, Brody Royer in the corner
Brody
of the
Royer
end zone.
had it, yep.
Great throw by Kano.
Couldn't quite hang on to it. So third down and 6 upcoming. Clock running here, 6:45 to play, 35-0 lead for the Scoopers. Quick Mart Sturgis Subs post-game show is coming your way. We'll run down this one for you and, of course, run down the legendary electric scoreboard. Get you ready for next week. Rapid City Stevens coming to town. Kano dropping back to throw. Quick screen, left side, caught by Pye. Pye crosses the 10.
Bounces off some
and
Scoopers.
He's still going, and he's going to get a first down. Yep. It'll be in the red zone here. It'll be first and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Wow.
Great catch. Good hands by Peter Pye. Gets 12 yards on that catch, but his run after the catch was good.
Was spectacular.
He bounced off a couple of his players and 12 yards on that catch for Peter Pye.
So first down and 2, or first and goal from the 2.
Pye in the backfield.
Kano out of the gun. And Kano's going to keep it and try to get it himself, and he's not quite there. Yes, he is. He got the ball across. Yep.
2-yard touchdown run. Jackson Kano.
Kano gets the Scoopers on the board again. And that comes with 5:30 remaining. And the Scoopers have opened up a 41-0 lead. Extra point pending.
Impressive performance tonight by the Scoopers. What we said on the pregame, you got to reset and have amnesia from what happened last week.
Yep. Extra point is good. And a 42-0 lead for the Scoopers. The kick is coming up next. You're listening to Sturgis Scooper Football on the Big 81. The Big 81.
Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says, go Scoopers.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Tobin, one of our mutual friends, said, "Was that hard calling that game last week against Brookings?" I said, "Yeah, tough one." Tobin, if you're listening, tonight, not so tough.
Hopefully he is.
Always fun calling a game like this. You know, we've been through a lot of games, but kickoff, Douglas recovers at their 15. Big hit!
Oh, my. Yep.
Cole
Not much
Litzen,
there.
Cole Litzen, the junior wide receiver linebacker for the Scoops, put the hammer down on the Douglas return man.
Indeed. So Douglas will take over. They have 5-16 in a 42-0 game. So the Scoopers well on their way to 1-1 here. Welcoming in Rapid City Stevens next week.
Coach Bob Habel doing the chicken dance on the sidelines here tonight.
Is he? I'd like to see Coach Bob do the chicken dance.
He knows some German.
Yeah.
There's Coach. He's coming out. He's doing the chicken dance.
He is
Let's
doing
go down
the
to Coach
dance.
on the field. Coach.
All right, go ahead.
Hi again, everybody. We are talking to the cheerleading coach, Brooke Wubin. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize cheerleading's, it's really an athletic thing. You really have to be in good shape to do this.
It is very athletic. They do stunts. They throw girls in the air. They do tumbling. They do dances. They're just constantly moving around.
And you have to be in good shape.
Yes, you have to be in great shape. They do tons of conditioning every day at practice. They have a competitive routine. It's 2.5 minutes, and they're just doing constant activity for that 2.5 minutes, throwing girls in the air, doing their tumbling, everything you can think of. So,
I understand Sturgis cheerleaders won a competition.
yes, last night in Belfouche, they got first place. They scored 20 points higher than any of our first competitions ever, so they already set the bar high for their season.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Avila with Brooke Wubin, the head coach of the Sturgis Scooper competitive cheer team. Douglas Patriots with a gain.
Yeah, giving
for a
them some
first
love.
down.
Yeah, we had Connor Wright with a 7-yard run, and then Peyton Sandel with an 8-yard run. Douglas now at their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
4 minutes to play. 42-0 lead for the Scoopers.
Coach Abela in mid-season form on the sidelines right now.
I think our broadcast is in mid-season form tonight.
Oh, big run by
another big run there, yep. A gain of about 6 or 7 for the Patriots on that one. And some new players in for the Patriots, too. Sophomore Cale Allen with that carry, number 9. He is a sophomore, 5'11", 145-pound sophomore.
8-yard run for Cale.
Our good friend, I think Kevin Phillips is listening tonight. He's with the Douglas School District now.
Kevin.
And he made sure I got Ekafe's last name right. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
I did see your message.
Miss you, Kevin.
Allen gets his carry, works it left side, and changes directions and works it up the middle, and he's going to get enough for the first down. So that'll move the chains for the Patriots.
4-yard run for Cale Allen.
Out to the 42-yard line, 3 minutes to play.
Allen just a sophomore.
1st and 10. Yeah, Douglas would love to put some points on the board here and get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 42-0 to the Scoops.
As Coach said, Douglas spreading the Sturgis defense.
Quick throw, left
Nice
side.
slant.
That is caught for a gain of about 8 yards.
Defended well by Seth Burton, junior defensive back for the Scoops. Quick tackle.
Mark it a little shorter. What I seen with my old eyeballs looks like going to mark it at the 40. Yeah, they're going to push it back to the 47.
6-yard gain.
Yeah, about a 6-yard gain is all. So 2nd down and 4 with 2:12 remaining in a running clock situation here. Waiting for the snap, dropping back, looking to throw right, lets it fly. Nobody's there. Yeah. Overthrew his intended receiver. That's Connor Wright, the junior out there. Well, Connor Wright with the throw. I'm sorry. The intended receiver might have been Allen. Let's see. It was a single number.
I missed it too, my friend.
Number 5, Tibbetts. Tibbetts was the intended receiver.
Douglas hosting Yankton next week.
So the Bucks coming out West River. will be at Box Elder next week.
Be a
taking
tough
on the
one.
Patriots.
Yeah, it looks like Yankton might be coming off a loss.
Allen with the run. Oh, my. He took a shot at the midfield 50-yard line. And some jawing out there a little bit between the two teams, but everybody gets up.
Yeah, big hit by Jack Jolly. You know, I go to church with the Jollies, and I remember Jack as this little 6, 7-year-old kid. Now he's a sophomore in high school, putting the hammer down on people.
Indeed.
Love it. 3-yard gain for Cale Allen.
Timeout is called here. We'll keep it here on the timeout. Remind you, our post-game show is coming up, brought to you tonight by Sally and the entire crew at Quick Mart Sturgis Subs. Proud sponsor of the KBHB Quick Mart Athlete of the Week, and we're back underway for the fall sports season. And our winner this week is Danica DeShock of the Sturgis Scooper volleyball team. What a wonderful game last week in the Scoopers season opener at home.
Yes.
If you have a nominee for Athlete of the Week, I got one this week. If you have a nominee for Athlete of the Week, just let me know. Or you can let Sally know at Quick Mart. Actually, I got the nominee for next week from Sally today.
Nice.
So you can let Sally at Quick Mart know, or you can let me know. Gary at kbhbradio.com is my email. You can bug me at my office if you want. I don't care. Just give me a call, and we'll put it in the nominee for next week.
Yeah, Sally is a die-hard Scooper sports fan, isn't she?
Yep.
Scooper student section heading down to get ready to go do their Scooper jacks on the field after this big win for this home team.
Right out of shotgun formation here.
Oh
no!
miscue.
Yep, pitch to Allen. He fumbled it. I think he got it back. But that's going to push him way back here.
Generous spot there for Douglas. He picked it up there.
I think that was 4th down, so the Scoopers are going to take over. Yep. So the Patriots unable to convert. Douglas will turn it back over to the Scoopers with 48 seconds left. Scoopers will just have to run a play. And the Scoopers are going to get their first win of the season.
No turnovers tonight
and
for the Scoops.
Turnovers, yep.
Kind of thought that would happen. 6 in one game, that's almost a season's worth for some teams. Painful to watch, and I'm sure painful to play through that as a coach and a player, and they bounced back in a big way tonight.
Much cleaner game for the Scoopers. They'll run one play here, or they may not even snap it. Well, I think they do. They get delay of game. Yep. So they're going to get delay of game.
Delay of game against the offense.
But it ain't going to matter because this one's over. So they don't even need to throw the penalty flag. And that'll do it. Your final here tonight, the Sturgis Scoopers 42 and the Douglas Patriots 0. Post-game show tonight is coming up next, being brought to you by Quick Mart Sturgis Subs. You're listening to Sturgis Scooper Football on the Big 81, the KBHB.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
For more than 100 years, John Deere Credit has been helping producers acquire the machinery they need when they need it. Stop by any of the 9 Grossenberg implement locations and ask about the 2-year waiver on purchases of used John Deere model year 2022 and 2023 combines and heads. Minimum payment required. All rates subject to approved credit and 30% down payment or qualified trade required. Minimum payment required on 2-year waiver and following 3-year rate is based on John Deere rates. Any rates are good through 10/31/24 or change at any time. See store for exact rates, requirements, and terms.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Against Brookings. What happened? What changed with this team?
Well, I think we played more physical and together. Our defense, has been showing throughout camp that we're probably going to have to lean on a little bit to our offense, get some things figured out. Our receivers got some things going there on the outside. That's nice to see. But we still got a lot of things to improve. We're going to I'm proud of the boys. I'm not proud of the personal fouls. That's something I just talked about. That's not us. That's not the program we run. Okay, so there'll be some friendly reminders on Monday. We got to clean that stuff up. But overall, this gives us a little bit of confidence, and we got to go back to work.
Word is Sully Jost over 200 yards tonight, I think is what we're getting from the booth. How do you feel about that?
Well, Sully's a playmaker. He's a guy that we knew we were going to have to emphasize. Looking back in week one, he's had a little bit of an ankle issue, so that hampered him a little bit. But it really comes down to our O-line. Our O-line has got to now put 2 good games together, get to work on Monday, and keep improving there.
Finally, Coach, Stevens lost big tonight. Next week, what are you looking at?
Stevens plays a lot tougher opponents than we do. No offense to Douglas, but the caliber of players that they have, we're going to have to do everything right to be able to compete in that game. And our kids got to understand that we have to get better next week to be able to hang with the Stevens.
Coach Gillespie, thank you. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks, Coach Bob Havela. He, along with Coach Chris Gillespie, thank you for being on our postgame show here tonight, Coach. And great win, Terry, and you've got the final stats tonight, so we'll send things over to you.
Yeah, like night and day from last week. Scoopers with 488 total yards tonight, 27 rushes, 329 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, both by Sully Jost, who Coach said he's a playmaker. Sully, 15 carries, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns tonight. Carter Williams, 11 of 21 passing. Well, actually, Carter was 10 of 19 passing for 147 yards, 3 touchdowns for Carter Williams. Jackson Kano, 1 for 2 for 12 yards. Tegan Wormstadt, great game, 2 touchdown catches. He had 4 catches for 57. Brody Royer with the other touchdown catch. He had 1 catch for 59 yards tonight. Dalen DeShock with a couple catches for 23. Also got to point out that Carter Williams from his quarterback position, 5 carries, 59 yards. Peter Pye, 5 carries, 29 yards. Jackson Kano, 2 carries for 24 yards. No turnovers for the Scoopers after 6 last week against Brookings. 7 penalties for the Scoopers. Too many penalties tonight. 70 yards in penalties for the Scoops. Douglas, 180 yards total offense. 28 carries, 116 yards on the ground for Douglas. Peyton Sandel had 9 carries for 30 yards. Carson Hicks, 5 carries for 49 yards for the Patriots. Passing, Douglas was 4 of 14. Connor Wright had 54 yards passing. Kaysen Tibbetts had 3 catches for 48 yards. 1 turnover for the Douglas Patriots, that interception with the beginning of the fourth quarter. 6 penalties for the Patriots, 50 yards. As Gary said, big win tonight for the Scoops. Final 42-0 here at Woodall Field under the Friday night lights.
All right, back down to the field to Coach Bob Havel with our mobile microphone. Go ahead, Coach.
Hey, thanks, guys. With Carter Williams, it was a good night for you, Carter. It seemed like you and your receivers were on the same page tonight.
Yeah, we came into this week with a much better mindset in the passing game. You know, week 1 we opened up a little shaky, as you know, if anyone watched that game. But this week we came into it with a more open approach, and we knew that the outside routes are going to be open, and we could hit guys on the boundary. So.
And it looked like the timing routes were really there tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
How about your offensive line? They looked like you weren't really rushed too much tonight.
Our line was perfect, almost perfect tonight. I can only recall 1 play where I had to move myself out of the pockets. They were spectacular tonight. All of them played their butts off. They deserve all the credit in the world.
Next week, Rhapsody Stevens. They got beat bad tonight, but they are Rhapsody Stevens. It's going to be a rivalry game.
Yeah, they're AAA school, but you know we're gonna bring it next week, just like we did this week.
Carter Williams, enjoy your victory. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks, Coach. Yep. Thank you, Coach Avila, and catching up with winning quarterback Carter Williams tonight. What a turnaround from last week. Totally different looking Scooper team here tonight, and I'm sure Coach Kolecki was making sure he put that first foot forward when he put in the kids in practice this past week getting ready for Douglas.
Yeah, and the coach, he's realistic about it. Stevens, AAA school, they play some tough opponents. They lost 55-7 last week. Stevens lost 41-7 against Brandon Valley. They're coming in here to Woodall Field. I know it's going to be a good week of practice for the Scoopers. Carter Williams, a lot more confidence tonight in his play. Had a few miscues, like he said. So the timing routes were good, but he overthrew a few players. But once he got his feet underneath him and planted those feet, like Coach said, man, had some great touchdown passes. Tegan Wormstadt had a fantastic game. Can't say enough about Sully Jost and his playmaking. But he said, you know, we're going to have to play a almost perfect game next week. The line play, just a complete 180 from what we saw at Brookings last week, defensively and offensively.
Absolutely. Closing comments. So we'll wrap up the broadcast for you as the postgame show continues after this timeout, and we'll have our last look at the legendary electric scoreboard as well. This is Scooper Football on the Big 81 and the postgame show brought to you tonight by Quick Mart, Sturgis Subs.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and Lozelle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or 2? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and Lozelle.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
It's in the third quarter. They lead Spearfish 16-6. Jefferson beat Roosevelt 41-7. Lincoln beat O'Gorman 36-19. Brandon Valley, as we said, a big win over Stevens 41-7. In AA, they bounced back from losing to Spearfish last week to beat Aberdeen Central 39-7. Number 4 Watertown with a mild upset over Yankton 27-13. Brookings, they shut out Mitchell 34-zip. Brookings moves to 2-0 after going 1-8 last year. Pierre, big win over Huron 48-6. Moving on to some 11A scores. Covered a lot of these. Canton beat Dakota Valley 20-13. They will remain number 1. Lennox shut out Custer. Sioux Falls Christian over Rapid City Christian 41-22. West Central beats Belfouche 56-19. 11B from around our area. Let's see if we can find one here. Wagner shut out Hot Springs. Hot Springs is 0-2 now. Wagner wins 27-0. 9 AA scores. Get down to some from our area. Hill City beats Dupree 55-14. Harding County Bison, they were leading New Underwood 48-6 in the third. That should be final now. Phillip was leading Bennett County. Pat West has a big smile on his face. They were 18-6 lead over Bennett County, the Scotties, and they're playing at Bennett County. Moving on to 9A scores. See if we can find one here. Number 2 Wall, they were leading Kadoka area 35-8. Number 1 Avon, no problem with Burke 60-7. And those are our scores on this Friday night on the legendary Electric Scoreboard.
All right, guys, final comments tonight, and we'll start with you, Coach Avila.
Much better game.
Yes, indeed.
They executed on offense, defense, both sides of the ball. I talked to Shane Woodby, who's the line coach. He says they have got 2 people out there, 2 of their players, and he didn't give me names. They're actually starting to take leadership roles. They're coming off the ball. They're starting to hit people. But they're going to have their hands full against Stevens. As you heard Coach Gillespie, Stevens plays a lot of big schools, and they're going to come up here. They're going to be hungry for a win. And if you remember 2007, those of us who were around, when did we break the streak? And who was it against? Rapid City Stevens.
Rapid City Stevens.
So they're coming in. They're going to be playing hard. Sturgis got to be ready for them.
Terry?
Yeah, just a 180 from last week. It's always fun to call games like these, but you know the Scoopers needed it. I think they needed it for their morale. Line play was excellent, as Carter Williams said in your interview, nearly perfect. I think I remember the play when he had to scramble up towards our booth, kind of to his right. So, yeah, he was well protected back there, made some really good throws. Might not be that way next week when they play Stevens. Stevens has got a big line. But Sully Jost, what a game for him. They could have left him in and he'd have got 300 yards. But smart probably for the coaches to pull out Sully and rest him and let him heal up a little bit more from that minor injury he had last week. Overall, just a fantastic game by the Scoopers.
I think go ahead, Coach.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
On that note, I talked to Shane Whitby. He said the guy who's starting to come around, and if he does, he's going to be a beast, is Noah Schaefer.
Mm-hmm.
He said Noah is starting to figure it out. He's starting to come off the line. And for those who don't know who Noah Schaefer's are, he's 6'7", 284 pounds.
My.
When you take him grocery shopping, you have to have financing in advance.
He got a mortgage.
He goes to our church, and we try not to sit behind him because I can't see the priest because Tim's funny. Tim Potts told us last week that his nickname is Sugar.
That's right.
He's just a nice kid.
Nice kid.
Yeah.
But
he's
again,
huge.
The line coach for Sturgis says he's starting to figure it out. And if he gets going, and I think he's getting there, look out.
What's the old saying in coaching? You can't coach size?
No, you can't.
You got it or you don't.
Yeah, and he's coming.
Scoopers look good tonight, gentlemen, and I think that frustration that we've seen the Scoopers have in that game last week against Brookings kind of tumbled away here tonight, and they came out and looked ready to play tonight compared to last week.
Brookings is a good team.
Yeah.
I mean,
surprised to see that result, beating Mitchell tonight, shutting out Mitchell. So a little surprised because what we saw last week, Brookings was good, but I was like, this is not the best team we're going to face this year. So a little surprised at that result, them playing Mitchell tonight.
Stevens in here next week, gentlemen. I believe it's a 7 o'clock kick, if I'm not mistaken. It was 6 o'clock tonight.
Boy, I have to stay up past my
We'll
bedtime.
have to stay up a little past our bedtime next week, but we hope you can all join us. Of course, we'll be on the Live Ticket TV broadcast again, so you can watch and listen to the game. Thanks to our friends with Live Ticket TV for the video of tonight's game. Another splendid job. You guys, another splendid job as well. And we'll say goodnight, and we'll hope to see everybody next week. But what do you got before we go?
Green Bay 26, Philadelphia 24. My shares are going to pay off.
Is
that going to pay off?
Is that a final?
No, it's still in the third.
Okay, well, we still got a ways to go.
There's a lot of time, Coach.
Oh, there's a lot of time, and that's been a close game.
Yes, let me have my moment, Terry.
Yeah, let him have his moment. He wants it as we wrap up the broadcast.
There's your moment, Coach.
There's your moment. There's your moment. All right, gentlemen, until next week, Terry Anderson, Coach Bob Habel, and Gary Matthews. Have a weekend. Good weekend, everyone.
Aloha.
Tschüss.
Sturgis